Hello. We're
Hello.
back. We are back. Did you miss us? We missed
It's
you all.
it's Swift AF
It's
Sunday.
Swift AF Sunday in the Swiftiverse. And boy, do we have
Swiftiverse.
some stuff to talk about. How is
Right?
everyone doing? Hello.
Hello. What does that say? Hello? Zaritz. I can't even say
Ooh,
that. Zaritsas.
I love
Ooh.
that.
Wow. We are the Zaritsas of
I
the
might need to get a
Swiftiverse.
crown.
That is very hard to say. It's a good thing we don't have any like lateral S's or like a lisp or anything. That would be even harder. Oh, that's fantastic.
I wish I could put it on. I wish my arm just could stretch over and stick it on your head. But wait, hold on. Lean your head this way. It'll be a sideways crown, but a crown nonetheless. There we go. Crown nonetheless.
Perfect. Okay. I think Rizzo wants in on the crown action here.
Hello. Oh, really? I can try.
Nah. He's not really big things on his head.
Darren.
Hi, Darren. We're queens. Okay. We're baristas.
So
sounds like we're aristas.
So I just have to give everybody a just right off the top warning. I have discovered the energy drink Ghost, and I have drank 2 of them today, and I have like super ADHD. So just
gird your loins.
Like I'm feeling rather unhinged just for no reason. So
and that's like on top of our normal unhingedness. Yeah. And I've actually also had a good amount of caffeine today. I've got a latte. This is my second latte of the day. So we're just banging. Ooh.
This is probably a bad idea for me, but I'm doing it anyway. Doing it for your entertainment.
It feels so good.
Yeah, I feel so amped. So rants might be obviously incoming.
They may be for
I can't control myself. Okay, so let's talk about this week. Let's talk about this week.
Okay. So first of all, let me pull this up because I want to make sure that I give it the proper due. Our girl Opalite has become the fastest non-single to surpass 200 million streams in Spotify history.
As it should, because she's a jewel.
It should. You know, this flop album, no one's listening to it. It is not replayable. Okay. And yes.
Speaking meows, yes, this is hilarious. Yeah. I read this so fast that I was like in my brain. Yes, amazing. I'm turbo speeding. Yes, that. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I don't see any path in which Opalite is not the next single.
It better be the next single. Mm-hmm. When I tell you guys that I'm like so deeply in love with this song and this album just in general, but like I love Opalite
I know.
So much that I can't even put it into words. I love it. So yay.
It is the song I see most on social media, followed by Fate of Ophelia, but I think I see Opalite the most. Opalite is about her other albums. Ooh, I don't agree with that, but maybe I have to listen to it with that.
Let me think about that on my turbo brain speed.
Yeah. Analyzing.
Ping pong, ping pong.
I definitely think that song. I mean, there's some very specific call outs to Travis in that song. So, but
I can see
these songs are so multi-layered that it definitely could. I mean,
I can see this though, like
because maybe being
and Dancing Through the Lightning Strikes and so many things. Actually, I will also say this about Opalite that it's one of the things that I love the most. It really does sound like an early Taylor song. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like here we go.
Here we go, ladies.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, my robot camera has joined us. woken up from the nap that I put it in, and
it just likes to participate.
Decided that this is what's going to happen. Okay. So, anyway, what was I talking about? Opalite. Yes. It sounds like it could live in her first albums up until like Red.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a mature but fearless. Like it's fearless. If like fearless
so
time
good.
travel and like yeah. Mm-hmm.
What? I saw a Reddit post that said her last 3 albums. I'm like reading this slow because my brain's going so fast. I mean, the last 3. Okay, so we're talking about.
I've seen some
Showgirl. We're talking what? Showgirl and Midnights.
Yeah, listen, people
I've got major problems with that.
Really skating on the hot takes. I really think there's a lot of rage baiting going on. I think there's a lot of if I say anything, like people who don't know anything about her music could say a comment like this and know that they're going to get a lot of clicks. They're going to get a lot of comments back and things like that. Like people who say all her songs sound the same. I'm gonna like hold your hand when I tell you not all the songs on one album sound the same. Clearly, they're just saying, right? They're just saying things and trying to find what will get the comments.
What artist in history has broken every record and made 400 of the exact same song? Again, no one. Okay, I feel my rant coming on. Here it comes. I'm pushing it down for later.
Go. Darren, look what you made her do.
No, I'm holding it down for later. It's too early. Yeah, suppressing that. But like hold on. This is going to be something Midnights is hieroglyphic, so I can understand not liking it. But on the other hand, I know
this should be prescribed by question.
Yeah, it should.
Rune, Dear Reader, and The Great War and You're on Your Own Kid. I will add. Should be prescribed by
and
doctors.
Glitch and Karma and Anti-Hero and Snow on the Beach featuring more Lana Del Rey. The whole I am a hardcore Midnights lover, everyone. Like I truly love Midnights. I think it's Midnight Rain, vigilante shit. I mean, it's
vigilante shit.
I love this album. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
I love the concept of it. I love everything that's going on. Tortured Poets Department, mastercraft.
We just have to remember
it's really that 2 albums. So I mean,
yeah, it is 2 albums. You know, it's.
I agree with
I'm so frustrated. I'm frustrated with the prevalence of rage bait. I'm frustrated with the extreme lack of media literacy. I mean, that the more I dig into this album,
I'm kind of
there's
pissed
so much satire in this album. And you really, I mean, satire can be it's a difficult skill to understand in general. But I think we're at a level where people are just not mentally challenged enough, or
we've lost our brain space. Like
they want to take everything on a surface level because it's easier to criticize things when it's on a surface level.
Right. I mean, they want to take things literally instead of like being able to like abstract think about things and what art is. This is my problem currently with everything. We are, as humans, since the beginning of humanity, have needed art. And we have lost the ability to identify what art is. Yes. And the social commentary. Right. We have lost this skill. This is very sad. You know what I mean? That we've lost the skill to process what is art, how we process it. Not everything's literal, you guys. Like not everything's literal. Because you know, it's art. It doesn't have to be art. You know, the anti-Swifties honestly make me feel I know.
I agree.
It's really rough out there.
I think we have to do 2 things. First of all, we have to try to resist the urge.
Hold on. Yep.
We try to resist the urge to correct everybody because it is art and it is open to people's interpretation. But also, like, if it is a lot of it is rage bait, and the only way to extinguish this rage bait and the performative apathy, which is a big part of eldest daughter that Taylor is calling out, is to not engage in it, not reward it, not take the bait.
We were going to be
it's never going to go away.
Well, yeah, and we were going to do this like whole thing on it, like addressing this, but then we decided not to because here are the facts. Okay. Let's just work in facts today. Sorry, I'm already stuttering. I'm seriously so like I don't even know what on ginseng or whatever's in this. I'm like, I'm sorry. The facts of the matter are this. This album is absolutely incredible, both lyrically, vocally, and sound wise. The production, the construction, the writing, top tier. The social commentary, like sharp, witty, insightful, and true. The happiness is explosive. The mini conversation it is producing means it's proving its point, and it is actually doing what it was set out to do. And it's cool. Like, here's what I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with somebody going, you know what, I really like her different albums more. This is just not the vibe I'm feeling. 100% cool. Zero problem with that. Zero problem. But when you're like, Taylor Swift can never write anything real, and this is just stupid, and blah, 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 blah. And it's just right. You cannot say this is objectively trash. Agreed.
You can't say anything objective about art because art is subjective.
Right. And it's like, but you can't go like the best-selling album of like all time is the worst album of all time. Like, because it's just 100% not. It's 100% not. And I don't know. Some guy on Instagram said that she's only successful from her rich dad.
Well, I mean, there are people who say, well, her dad, obviously her dad did make an investment in Big Machine Records, right? But that only takes you so far. That only gets you like your first album, maybe that gets you your first signing, maybe. It doesn't get you to where you are now. Like you have to actually have talent, and you have to connect with people, or you don't get to where she is now. So
because like if your rich dad paid for your first album, which I'm not saying was what happened, I'm just saying hypothetically, if that is what happened, and you had zero talent and skill, guess what? No one would ever hear from you again. It would be over.
Yeah, exactly.
Done. So like money cannot buy talent, it cannot buy drive, it can't buy ambition, it can't buy a lot of things. So again, you know, I mean, it's just like she can never win either. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, and I love that you said this, LP. Like, I love that. Like, what was her dad out there dancing and singing on the Eras Tour, learning how to play 400 instruments and writing and composing some of the best songs, melodies, and choruses, bridges the ear has ever heard? No. The answer is no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Was her dad given a nomination to the Songwriters Hall of Fame? The literal second she was eligible. Like, they did not take a breath. They had it on their calendars, a timer. I picture like a timer in their like
the Eras clock countdown
down until Taylor Swift is eligible to be in the Songwriter Hall of Fame, because it has to be 20 years from your first commercial like hit or whatever. And she was absolutely nominated, and she's gonna
get it.
Yeah, she's gonna get it. Now, Darren, this comment,
this statement is wild, and I love it. This is like a wild, okay, let's just think about. Okay, I saw someone that liked the album say she is burning her career down on purpose, and the album is a matchbook if you put the flap in the front. Now, okay,
why would she want to burn her career down on purpose?
She's not. Okay, hold on. I've got multiple thoughts, all streaming at once. Here they are, just in rapid speed. One, she mentioned you stroke a match and to watch it blow. So if there is a like shape of the album referring to a matchbook, it's not because she's burning her career down. It has something to do with the music. Secondly, last song, The Life of a Showgirl. What does she say? She
I'm
says,
immortal now,
baby
baby dolls.
dolls, you couldn't kill me if you tried. Why? Because I'm immortal. I am a legend. Nothing will kill me. I could burn down my whole career. I'd still be the legend and you'd still be talking about me. She's not burning down her career, you all. She's making it bigger. She just sold the most albums of anybody ever, period. So the burning down her career goes in direct opposition to
Well,
that famous
like this whole the conversation is gross. This idea that
stupid.
she's engaged.
Thank you for posting that, Darren. People are wild.
Yes. Oh yeah. No, Darren, you're not gross. This conversation
you're
is
amazing.
gross. Either she somehow wants to burn down her career, or because she's engaged, she's going to all of a sudden poof stop working. She's going to be a trad wife. She's going to be any of those things that she clearly has no desire to be. And has showed us over and over in time. Now, if she wanted to stop working, that would be her choice, okay, and that's fine. But she has said she gets.
She actually said it's offensive when people say
it's shockingly offensive because
she said that. She said that.
Yeah,
it's shockingly offensive.
Exactly. But here's the thing.
And it is.
Here's the thing that gets me the most about this commentary. At first, my feeling was like, she committed the worst sin, right? She's a woman who's happy, right?
And successful, rich, and powerful.
And successful, rich, and powerful. But she's happy on top. Like, as long as she was still miserable, then it was acceptable. But she was happy. Now she's happy, and that makes it not acceptable. But here's really what it is. Like, that's bad enough, right? But here's what it really is. In this album, she really understands her power. Totally. And she doesn't say, oh, is it me? Oh my. Oh, nope. I'm not.
She's like, this is what I am.
Right? Which she has up until this point. This is the first album. This is the first time I've really seen her sit in her power and say, 100%. I am motherfucking Taylor Swift. Yeah. And everybody is real uncomfortable with that.
Yeah,
and they express it in different ways. And they say, oh my God, she talked about Travis.
Now she knows she's powerful.
Oh my God, I can't believe she said Matthias. I can't believe that came out of Taylor's. Like, what is she? Is she that? Why can't she say these words? What is it about her that those words can't be in her, of war or whatever? Like, what is it really saying?
Right. Well, what we're really trying to say here is that we only like successful women when they're questioning their value and their worth, but once they realize it, then we're scared, because then we don't know what's going to happen next.
Block it.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. And it's like she says it. They want you to rise, but they don't want you to reign.
Exactly.
That's what she's saying. They want you to rise because why? It makes them more money. When you rise, it makes them more money. But when you reign, that means you have power over everyone under you. You make the laws yourself. You're in charge of the kingdom. You reign. And that is a different set of circumstances where it's like, oh, we like you, but we don't want you that powerful.
And no one can control you.
Yeah. Okay. So also here's the thing. Taylor and I did a video last night.
Yeah.
Where we've done our first breakdown. We're doing every song on Showgirl, and we did The Fate of Ophelia. And we talk about this because this is the album where instead of every album she's ever done before this, she asks all these questions. Unresolved thoughts, theses, feelings, statements, worry about where her place is going to be in musical history, where her legacy is. Is she a legend? Will she be remembered? We go through it all, right?
Yeah.
The thing that's very different, because like a lot of people are like, I don't really hear Taylor Swift in this album. It's like, because what you're hearing for the first time from her is that I know my worth. I know that I am a legend now, and I'm owning it. I'm owning the power that I've created. She was a pledge allegiance to herself and I, and like she realized it on the Eras tour, everyone. That Eras tour, a culmination of things happened. One of them being she truly looked out into these stadiums and said, you know what? I finally get it. I am a legend, and legends can never die. I did it. My quest fulfilled. I've done it alone. At this point, like, that she didn't, I mean, she was not with anybody when this was going on. And it, like, she's living in her power, and people get nervous. Like, oh no, Taylor Swift's found out that she's really powerful. Uh-oh. And you know what? Like, the people who don't, like, praise her confidence, her total swagger, her total absolute domination, like, she's taken the music industry and been like, it's mine.
Yeah.
All your rules, I'm not playing them. I'm doing all of my own things. I'm producing, I'm engineering, I'm directing, I'm recording, I'm owning, everything's in-house. The empire belongs to me, because not only is everything in it mine, but, like, I don't need anything outside of it to remain at the top. It kicks ass, and I'm so happy for her. So,
and she is, I think, going to continue to change the industry from the inside. Like, she is changing the way contracts are written. And I think she's going to change the way ticket sales go. I think she's going, like Holly has said, maybe change the way vinyls are produced, things like that. And yes, of course, biggest Swiftie ever 13. We remember you, and hi.
Of course,
hi.
Hello. I do remember you. We all remember you, and thank you for being here, for joining us for this Swift AF Sunday. Hold on. I wonder if she's still going to say, yeah, hi, I'm Taylor at the beginning. She should. Absolutely, she should. Hi, I'm Taylor. That's how she does it, though. You know what I mean?
Charm.
It's part of her charm. Like, it is part of her charm. It's like, what's also interesting is we don't even have to say Swift. I mean, like, she's become, like, one name iconic, where you can just go, I love Taylor's music, and we all know who we're talking about. We all know. And that is, I mean, it's legendary. It's legendary. So yeah, these insane misogynistic comments, viewpoints, and it's like, oh, so we're only happy if she's sad. Like, we only feel comfortable if she's in the tortured poets department. Is that really what we're saying? We only,
if all you want is gray for me.
Yeah, then peace out. Hannah's and Sarah's. I mean, we're sort of seeing that there's a lot more of them than I was really prepared.
There's a lot of them, and a lot of them did not get the message.
No.
But Daddy, I love. They were like, oh, that message was for someone else. That isn't for me. I'm not a Sarah nor a Hannah.
It is, and it's like, again, I'm just gonna have to quote Kendrick Lamar here, because it's like, integrity's lost when the metaphor doesn't reach you. It's like, it's not our fault you don't get it. You can't rob my joy because you don't understand how awesome this is. Like, it's not my fault. You know what I mean? It's not Taylor's fault. You don't get it. Okay? You don't get it. You don't have to love it, but to say it's dumb, stupid, and trash is not even based in fact. It's not based in fact. So,
and like, there are those of us that reacted with joy and emotion when we found out that she was engaged, and when she started the podcast out saying, this is what I've been writing songs about my entire life.
And my whole life.
And then there are those that were like, why does she have to announce this? What? This is sponsored by someone. This is So decide who you're going to surround yourself with, I guess. At the end of the day.
Hold on. Let's all remember this.
I know exactly what she's reaching for. I know exactly what it is, and that's it.
And let's just all just roll with this, okay? Like, your energy is a luxury item, and not everyone can afford it. And the life of a showgirl is a euphoric moment, and not everyone is willing to accept it. And it's like, but like, who's really missing out? Surely not me.
No,
it is not Ty. It is not everyone who's like, this is amazing. It's the people who are like, you know, why can't
And
it be?
right. And like in a way, it's like there's so much going on. Like you go online, you watch news, it's overwhelming. It's like the prices of everything are insane. Um, the
Yes.
things that are happening out on the streets are terrifying. Things are getting torn down that should not be like things are
The world's
just
in chaos.
it's overwhelming, especially here in the States. And I'm not saying it, it's not hard in other places, and obviously some places it's even harder than it is
Oh,
now. So I don't want to minimize that, but it's very easy to get mired down in the awfulness of it all and the
well, yeah.
oppressiveness
And
of
look
it
at Swift
all.
and look at biggest Swiftie ever 13. She said, I'm being bullied again. What
I'm
do I
so
do? And
so
it's like,
sorry to hear
I
that.
know. Like here, I've drank a lot of Ghost caffeinated things right now, so I'm about to go off. But like what I want to tell you is that, you know, the people that are bullying you and making you sad and get some kind of joy out of seeing you in pain, like I feel like saying like, give me their phone numbers. I will call them. That's what I want to do right now. Give me their phone numbers. I will call. Like I want to know what's happening. Because you are a beautiful human being with a spirit and a soul and a gift and a talent and a light.
Absolutely.
And you deserve to be happy, safe, and joyful. Like these joy robbers. I don't like this joy robbing.
Yeah.
And it is them. It is not you. They are something is missing inside of these people. And
Right. And there's
I
there's
mean,
so much that could be going on
good. Send them to
that
me. Send me their phone numbers. I'll call them. I
but
will
Alfie makes a good
100% call them.
point. Like, I mean, there's so many good Taylor songs that can help you hopefully switch the narrative a little bit in your head about, I've spoken about it
Exactly.
a little bit of like, there's been people, unfortunately, like it happened, like the worst sort of betrayal and situation that ever happened to me happened as an adult in a workplace. Somebody who I thought was my best friend, who basically created a situation where I did nothing wrong, and I still ended up I wasn't fired, but they sort of created a situation where I could not work there anymore because I didn't do anything wrong, but she sort of manipulated the situation to make it look like I had done something wrong. And she was supposed to be my best friend, and she still did this. And it was like a very low stakes situation where it was not necessary. It's not like we were competing for some like big job or something like that.
But even if you were, you don't have to like lie about somebody and manipulate. Even if you were,
and
like,
I can look at, I knew enough about her life to sort of be able to understand a little bit why it happened, even though that doesn't make it okay and it doesn't make it right. And I did see her at a friend's wedding after that. She could not even look me in the face. So obviously she knew,
yeah, of course.
it was not okay what she had done. And I still think that at some point I would not, I don't know. I wonder if one day I'll hear from her and she'll say, of course I have her blocked, so I don't know that I will, but
she doesn't deserve to hear from you. She doesn't deserve.
Oh no, she's not going to hear from me.
You again.
She's not going to hear from me. I would love for her. I would love for her to. Well, okay, that's a whole conversation. Other conversation. I'm not going to get into.
Put up the plate. But, your energy is a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it, and that goes for everyone we've just mentioned. You know what I mean? People that like. They don't deserve your beauty, your light, your brain, your smarts, your insight, your compassion, your love. Protect it. Okay. Protect it. I love what LP is saying right here. It's actually romantic how much they think about you, Queen. People throw rocks at things that shine, and they do.
Exactly.
People do this. And this is just, why? No one knows. But,
I just finish my one little thought about this person? Sorry.
Totally.
I just want to say that if you looked at this person's life from the outside, this former best friend of mine, you would think, oh my God, she's got such a great life. She had just gotten married. Like it would look like she had sort of a perfect life, really. And I felt that way too, even though I knew some bad things that were happening in her life. But she was clearly deeply unhappy, deeply insecure. And I know enough to know why for her to have done this and what she did to me. And the funny thing is, it was a rather toxic workplace. So me getting out of that workplace was actually the best thing that could have ever happened for me. And she ended up having to work there for like a really long time. So who won in the end there?
Right.
I think I did. Thank you very much.
Yep, absolutely.
But it's very easy to look at someone and from the outside, but even like, again, she was my best friend. I was in her house all the time. And I still felt like she had like this very sort of charmed life. And in a lot of ways she did. But that charmed life stunted her in a lot of ways too. So you don't always know, you never know what's going on with someone's life. And you don't know the inner stories that they tell themselves. And
it's like there's something that's flawed in them that makes them feel like making other people miserable somehow makes them better. Like, you know what I mean? It is like, it's like a deranged thing that people do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can make your life look as perfect as you want or whatever and have some problems going on, but it doesn't mean you have to smash somebody else down to get like,
no.
You know what I mean?
Never,
like that's
should.
The problem. Yeah. It's like,
absolutely. But sometimes people don't have the coping mechanisms.
We love you too, biggest Swiftie ever 13.
Do. We love you so much. And I'm so glad that
email me their phone numbers at my email
Holly,
address. And
I swear to God, one of these days I'm going to end up bailing Holly out of jail one way or another. She's
definitely
either going to curl up in a Taylor Swift themed Christmas like light setting thing. Or she's going to like call people on some other person's behalf, or I don't know what's going to happen, but
it won't be the first time that I've called people on call. It will not be the first time I've called somebody on somebody else's behalf. Forget me, man. And bullying is like, it's like the thing I do not like at all. Like, I cannot deal with it. And it's just like, you know, some people need to be humbled a bit. Karma takes all my friends.
Just to reinforce, on this platform, we do not tolerate bullying. We do not tolerate gatekeeping. If you like Taylor Swift,
you are. Bye.
I don't care how old you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what albums you like. I don't care if you get the inside jokes or you like the Easter eggs, whatever. We don't gatekeep. And
and if I see bullying, negative, like directly, you can say negative things about the music and your opinions. That's fine. But like, if you say something directly to a person in my Swiftiverse and on a Sparkx fly to any of the sparklers, I am ejection seating you right on out of the world, of our community, because our community is for, love and unapologetic joy. And I cannot even, I cannot do it. People usually bully because they need attention, or approval from someone else. They always go after people they see as vulnerable. They do.
Vulnerable, but also I would say emotionally
and envious of something. Yeah, and envious of something. Like, there's something about you, biggest Swiftie ever 13, that they don't have and they want, and do you know what I mean? It makes them feel some certain way, so they have to smush you down because of it, and I don't like that. So I will be
how in that one song Taylor says, "I'm just too soft for all of this."
Yes,
that's a good thing, to be soft. And I think that people like bullies do tend to see someone like that as a target, but stay soft, because that is a quality that the world will try to beat out of you. But we have to try to
stay empathetic, stay human. Like, these are the things that that move humanity forward, not being, emotionless. Like, I don't know. I just, I'm too soft for all of it. I get mad. I mean, like, literally, I get mad. And yes, Holly will take them down easily and be their therapist for the evening. I will most certainly take them down easily. That's for sure. Cause I don't tolerate it. I have no tolerance for it. Will I be their therapist?
No, that's my job, because I used to be one, but
I will be like, and now you can go to therapy because of this phone call. But
all right, so let's change the gear just slightly, because we want to get back to like Swiftie news a little bit. And I want to talk a little bit about some suspicious behavior going on with Taylor Nation. Because tell me if y'all noticed this. Listen, it was a big week in the Swiftie world because we had several birthdays. We had Midnight's birthday. We had Red birthday. We had Debut birthday. We had Speak Now birthday.
We've had a lot of birthdays.
3 of those 4 birthdays were the first birthday since they were back in the family. Okay, this is a big deal. This is something that has been celebrated in the lead up to Showgirl coming out.
Yes.
Not a peep from Taylor Nation. Now that's suspicious on its own, but it's especially suspicious considering the fact that we are leading up to an Eras Tour documentary and 2.0 coming out. Why are we not celebrating these things? What is happening? Taylor Nation, where are you?
You know what, that when it's like I haven't heard silence quite this loud.
Yes.
Okay. So I've got thoughts.
Great. I want to hear them.
Okay. So pretty much every year, on November 13th of every year, she does the first day of her holiday merch drop. Okay. So I think we're going to be getting the rest of the Showgirl stuff on the 13th. And I think also on that day, we're going to be getting little hints about what she's going to be releasing. I think she's going to release something spectacular on the first day of the documentary. And I think it's going to be, I mean, something in that realm. Like, I think it's going to be, I mean, I think they're being quiet because I think they're going to release like a Eras Tour, like mashup
album. Yeah. Oh no, I don't disagree with any of that.
And I
think there's more music coming for sure. I think it would be such a lost opportunity if there's not. But that does not that makes it even more Swift suspicious that Taylor Nation is stuck at the restaurant, right? Like, why are we not promoting?
Okay, so hold on, because this is what it's doing. See, this is how crafty they are, though. With the not saying anything causes us to look harder for other, like, do you know what I mean? It makes us pay attention more. Like, this is the master craft of this whole operation, you all. It's like when you stop and go, but if they said something, I would have sort of stopped thinking about it because they said something. But with them not saying something, now I'm more like tuned into why they're not saying anything. And I'm thinking about it more and I'm checking more often. And I'm getting myself into a Swiftie Easter eggs, hook the strings together, contemplating excitement zone in my mind. I mean, I do. I mean, I can only speak for myself. This is how my mind works. I'm like, what are they doing? Why isn't there been anything? And I keep thinking about it. If there was a post, I'd be like, okay, and now we're moving on. But because that hasn't happened,
the thing is, I don't really hear anybody talking about it though. That's also interesting. My normal Swifties that I follow have not. I mean, Darren, I made a post in Sparkx. Taylor didn't make a post. Taylor Nation did not make a post. People independently made posts.
There's a reason. The reason is she's doing something wacky, we're gonna be amazed. That's the reason. That's the reason. I think, or she's just like, I'm not celebrating birthdays anymore. No, there's something going on.
Or she's so focused on, she just so much wants to focus on Showgirl and Showgirl only. That's the only other thing I can think of. And she's definitely, man, she is liking people's posts left and right. I tag her in anything remotely. Like, please, Taylor, please like my post. How I would make that, I would have shirts made up.
Oh my God.
I would post it on my door.
It'd be on my gravestone.
I would have calling cards.
It would literally also be what killed me.
I'd be like, you disagree with me? Taylor Swift liked my social media post.
Yeah.
You can't disagree with me.
I would die immediately, and my grave again would read, Here Lies Holly. She died because Taylor liked
It would just be for me. It
social
would just
media
be the
post.
image. The image. Taylor Swift liked your post. Boom. That's
Dead.
it. That's all we need.
That's what happened.
That's
And then
enough
she died.
information right there.
Well, where there was a Midnight's one. Okay, well I didn't see it, but I believe you. Oh my God, sorry. I know. Well, here, okay. So, I mean, there's always a reason that, you know, these are some pretty big birthdays. I am still waiting for the Midnight's Till the Dawn vinyl.
Till Dawn edition. I know.
And I feel like this is going to be the year that it shows up in the holiday collection. I do. I think it's coming in the holiday collection. I think we're getting it.
Oh yes, Darren, it was Swift Alert. Yep. You're right. Swift Alert did make a post about that. And in all the other birthdays, Swift Alert, we love you so much. What would we do without you?
Totally.
She liked that. Holly, it's possible she did like that mashup of the Backstreet Boys song.
Totally.
And the Elizabeth Taylor. She's been liking a lot.
And like we just have to listen to her actual words. All these interviews, what has she said? The main through line with this entire thing is like, I'm the happiest I've ever been. This album vibe is the same vibe I'm currently still in. I've never been proud of anything in my life. I'm super in love with Travis. Have I showed you my ring yet? Let me talk about some bread. I'm jamming to Wish List. Like, I love all these songs. Like she's in the zone, you guys. She's like, this is my life right now. On the whatever interview, I can't remember what it was. She's like, well, for football season, all I'm doing is like paying attention to Travis's season. Like that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, because she talked about not wanting to do the Super Bowl. But yeah. I mean, we know that's not all she's doing because she's Taylor Swift. Like,
well, right, but that's all she's disclosing.
Right.
That's all she's
her absolute prerogative.
Yeah. Of course. And I mean, I think after the petition to for her to break up with Maddie Healy, we lost. Our cards got canceled. Said it yesterday. We'll continue to say it.
When our episode comes out about Fate of Ophelia, we'll go into that a little bit more because we started off the episode saying we're not going to trust the haters, and then we did kind of address a lot of it, but in a nice way.
But in a nice way, yeah. Her mood never matched her album vibe before now, right? And she said that. And how beautiful is that? Like, it's so good that she said that, and so interesting to know. Like, I was unaware that like every album previously didn't match how she was feeling in her life. You know, I mean, I never even thought of that factor at all.
Love her, like, you know
what I mean? I've never thought of that. And when she said that, it struck me as like completely interesting. I was like, wow, that's weird. Like that must be weird. Like if you wrote Tortured Poets and you were like out of Tortured Poets, like to talk about Tortured Poets would be really difficult to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can imagine.
But the elation in this album is so great, and it's so awesome to know that this is how she's feeling. Her sky is opalite, everyone. She's in the best mood, and I love it. Good for her. We love. We do
love.
I love fully.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about.
I was gonna say, can we talk a little bit about canceled? Because, like,
sure.
I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it because, like, obviously, I want to save a lot for when we do the episode on canceled. But
yeah, but we can always do it again.
I know. Can I just tell you, like, I go back and forth on this song and like my interpretation of this song, like 20 times a day. What does she mean with this song? I know. I'm like 90% at like this is satire and this is against Blake Lively. And I looked up because that girl boss, did you girl boss too close to the sun?
Girl boss too close to the sun
is apparently from Candace Owens.
Yeah, totally.
Said that about Taylor and Blake, which I was not unaware, or I was unaware. And then I looked because I was curious, when was that said? And it was January of this year. And it was absolutely about the Justin Baldoni thing.
Yeah.
So that does open up the timeline in terms of when this song was written and what it was written about.
Yeah,
That's
I
kind
don't.
of where I'm landing. I still am not, like, I feel like I overall kind of, if it is satire, which again is what I'm very heavily leaning towards, I feel like I have the overall gist of what she's saying, but the finer details, like, it's very hard for me to sort of land on and say, oh, she means that, oh, she means, like, and maybe I'll get there. I think it just needs to like crystallize in my head a little bit, but
Yeah,
it's very coded, or it's like veiled. It's veiled.
I think my opinion on canceled is that it is satire in a way that's like, look at how ridiculous the world is when these are the things that I'm mentioning are the things that gets you canceled. Like, did you make a joke only a man could? Did you girl boss too close to the sun? Did you were you just caught having too much fun? Like all of these things, like it's ridiculous. And I think that she's like, here's the double standard. And you know, you can just go ahead with all of your like canceling people for just living their lives type of vibe. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a good thing that your opinion on who should be canceled doesn't bother me because my
Mm-hmm.
friends are, you can cancel them all you want, but they're still my friends. That's
Mm-hmm.
how that's how I see it.
That's
I
kind
don't
of how I was seeing it.
I don't I
But
don't
now
think
I
it's
sort of have a new interpretation of it. I really think she's saying, like, when she says, you know exactly who your friends are,
mhm.
I think she's saying, I know who my friends are, that they would not, like, I don't see, this is what's hard for me. I don't know how to put, I like, it's in my head, but I can't verbalize it very well. Um, I, I, you're not really my friend because you are banking on my infamy. Like, you I thought you were doing all these things. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were with me through all these things. But turns out when push came to shove, you really weren't my friend because you ended up using me for
Yeah, but
your own.
I don't okay, so hold on. Let me okay. So I hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
And Darren's post right here, like I think that this song is about it includes Blake Lively, but not in a negative way. Because if we go back to when Taylor was canceled, her biggest supporter in public was Blake Lively.
Mm-hmm.
And the bridge of canceled, when it talks about like they stood with me
Yes.
before my
Yes.
exoneration,
Yes.
before that. So like
Right.
I think that this is, to me, the song is Blake Lively, Sophie Turner, like all of the people that have been, were you caught having too much fun? I mean, to me, that reads like Sophie Turner when like, they
Mm-hmm.
did the smear campaign, like she's having too much fun to raise her kid. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. So like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Blake has the Gucci endorsement, but I think it's just like, look what we do to women. And that are doing every single thing that men are doing, but we're not canceling them for having fun. When have we canceled a man for having fun? When have we canceled a man for being too successful?
Right. I agree with all of that,
Yeah.
but I think there's like this hidden layer of, yes, she was there for Taylor when Taylor was canceled, and she thought they were like really good friends and that Blake would be with her for everything, and they had the matching scars, like, I feel like she's saying, like, this is what I thought, this is how it's supposed to be, this is how I like decided this is who my friend was going to be. But then that friend ended up not being who I thought she was going to be. I think there's like a little twist in the song a little bit.
I don't know.
But again, it's like I'm not fully set on that yet.
Yeah, I really don't think she's talking shit about Blake Lively. I don't. I think she's referencing the situation, because she said, "I like my friends cloaked in Gucci and a scandal. Like I like this. I feel like,
But I think it's satire.
Oh, I think the joke is on. Okay, I think it's satirical in the fact that it's a joke on our like it's like a social commentary, like call out, like we're being ridiculous, like, but like I'm unaffected because like it's a like good thing I like my friends canceled. You like a bunch of fools who feel it necessary to shoot down women who aren't behaving in the way that you want them to behave.
Right.
And
but then when you get to the lines, that like we've talked about before, we've all got bodies in our attic, I'll help you cover it up, that kind of stuff. Well, see, Darren, it could not, maybe it was. We don't know. I think there's a discrepancy in the timeline because her pulling that line from if Candace Owens said that line in January, that line is a direct reference to this whole dragons thing that Candace was talking about, the whole dragons thing with the Justin Baldoni. So the timeline then would match up. That's why I didn't think this was any sort of a comment on that situation. That's why I'm like reassessing the whole thing. So I think like we said those lines, the body in the attic, I'll help you cover it up, whatever. Those felt weird to us, right?
well, I mean,
But
it felt
if you
like
take it from this other perspective, that it's satire and it's referencing that situation, it lands differently and it makes more sense.
well, I mean, I can look at it. I don't know. I just here's my thing. Okay, here's why I don't think it's about Blake. Okay, I don't think it's about Blake because if Taylor is pissed as like if she was really truly upset about her being mentioned in this case, we would have a song that would never make us wonder who it's about and her emotion regarding it. Like if Taylor's going to sit down and write a song about like, do you know what I mean? It's always really obvious and really sharp and really cutting. This one is like, I think it's more of a broader look, like, and it's also like this, just because you haven't seen me pictured with this person does not mean I've cut them out of my life. You don't, again, I've canceled all your cards, right? Because of the, various things that the fan base has done in the last, not, in the recent past that has been like, I'm not showing you everything anymore. But like, I think it's, to be honest, I think canceled is like still like a stand, like she's actually standing with Blake Lively in this. I really do believe that. And I think, I mean, I do. I just think that like the more I hear it, because it's like, if she's going to go to the effort, it would just be so, there'd be no mistaking the vibe.
I disagree with you on that, and
that's fine. I mean, that's
which is fine, and we'll get into it more when we discuss the song because I really want to like sit with it more with this idea. But that's just kind of where I'm at, and I was just kind of like wanted to throw it out there and see if anybody had any like thoughts, because I mean
it is a very
like with every other song on this album, I think there's so many other layers, and yes, I think if it's a direct takedown, it's very obvious, but I think there's several songs she's written that are more hidden, like Tolerate It. Like I absolutely believe with every cell in my body that is about Calvin Harris. That's not a direct takedown. I don't hear that take from anybody else, but there's so much in that song that screams to me Calvin Harris. Now, High Infidelity, that screams Calvin Harris too, for very obvious reasons.
Right.
Like I think she can do both. She can do a cloaked song when she wants to, and she can do an obvious song when she wants to. So,
yeah, it's just like her nature, though, when she really wants to make it like really known in the public.
She want to make it really known.
Then she wouldn't, like, I don't think that she would waste her time. Like, she does, like, when I mean, who knows? I can't speak for her mindset. You know what I mean? I'm just going historically on her music when she's like, I'm going to like throw a jab out. And it's always so direct. It's always so direct. It really
but
is.
then, like, I mean, do you still think that the second part of Father Figure is about Joe Alwyn? Because, like, I think that's not direct. I still don't see that. I still don't feel that. I still don't get that at all from that song.
I think it is.
But that's not direct, if that's what that is.
I think it's, well, the song is about her, how she's moved into a power play. like how she's moved into this position of power. And I think
Right.
what I'm saying is that she's in that position of power in every relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like she's in that in and she is. Like when you think about like how like who she is in the world, there is a power dynamic where she is the more powerful one. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, I agree. But I think the song is 100% directed towards Scott Bruschetta, which is what I'm going to call him for now because I can never say his name. Like he literally has his own like brown liquor like label. Like that, I feel like the
Totally.
entire song is to. Yes, that's true. That's true. I mean, you can't go without saying that. But I just don't think she had Joe in her mind at all when she was writing this. Again, we don't know. We're just we're just doing our best to figure it out, of course.
Yeah,
But
and I mean, hold on, I didn't even read this one. Okay, I was reading the slow plotting pace of Cancel as her being like, "Hear me, people. I got my reasons, and I don't blame her." Yeah, I just
the funny thing is, up until like I had this like idea about Canceled, is I've been fully saying like just because she's not vocally in support of Blake Lively doesn't mean she's not, and probably there's legal reasons she can't say anything. So it's kind of funny how I'm like, well, I don't know, but maybe this song is saying something else. I don't know. Like,
well, yeah, and that's like the beauty of this album is that like the beauty of this album is that everything keeps changing and how you hear it. I mean, I think it's one of the great things about this album is like you the more you hear it, the more you realize that things can be taken in many different ways. And that's
I think all her albums, but yes, this one definitely. And Darren, none of us knew. Like we all thought TTPD was going to be about Joe. Like we knew like basics of the situation, but we certainly didn't know. And it's like it wasn't until the title track and it was like tattooed golden retriever, and we were like, wait a second, tattooed.
Oh my god, I wish I had my reaction to Tortured Post Department.
Oh, right.
Like the app, like the moment that it clicked to me that like this whole thing is about Maddie Healy basically was so funny. I mean, it was like,
right.
I was like,
I know. Like I still remember some of my like social media posts of me like trying to process it. Like I think this song is about this and this song is about this, and then like and now I look at it, I'm like, oh no, girl, you are so wrong. But it's like we were in the dark so much of like not really understanding the connections in the past songs and like the songs that were about him that we had no idea because we didn't know all this information and we had to like make those connections. It's wild. It's so much fun.
It is so fun. Like we had like little glimpses of it during the 1989 era with her and Maddie, but like you forget about it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
we were like focused on like
everything else.
Like 1989, we were focused on a lot of other people. You know, there was a lot going on.
A lot happening in that era, but like, yeah, you just like all these years later, you kind of didn't. I mean, but you know what? You know what is weird though? Tortured Poets Department reset like so like did this weird thing as soon as it came out, and I realized like, wow, this is so about Maddie. You know what I mean? And then we get the second half, the anthology. You're like, oh my god, like Chloe St. Sophia Marcus is like it's the whole story. To me, it's the most important song in the what is going on and what
what's key to all the lore.
It really is, and it's so incredibly sad. But so then when Tortured Poets came out, then it made me go like, well, wait a minute. If this is about Maddie, now I need to revisit what I think that Midnights is about, which is clearly, in my opinion, the breakup album for Joe. You know, I think that was like when she realized, you know, but we didn't really see it then. We saw it as how she was like selling it, sort of like 13 Sleepless Nights. Great. But there is so much. I'm done with this relationship. I mean, then she caps it off with "You're losing me." I mean, like, okay. So, I mean, I don't know. So my point on the I don't even remember what my point was on this. I'm sorry. I don't remember. But
That's
like,
okay.
was it because of this question? Okay, I didn't. Yeah, like everyone was stunned. Everyone was literally stunned at the amount of songs this man got.
Can we just talk for a
Oh my
second?
God, why is this doing
Just
yeah.
because, like, sometimes I think about things, I'm like, okay, no, Taylor, you have to wait until we dissect that particular song. And I just can't. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that there are 3 separate times she specifically mentions, she's talking in a song where she's talking about Maddie, and she specifically mentions worrying about him being with like an Instagram social media person.
Mm-hmm.
Meet somebody on Instagram and take her home. You have some kids with an internet model. Slide into inboxes. 3 separate times. Why is this something that was obviously a huge concern of hers? I'm curious. I want to know. Like, why is that? Was he like sliding into a lot of DMs? What is the story there? Why was that such a huge paranoia of hers? And like, and that is one of, in the marching, in the smallest man who ever lived, slide into inboxes is one of the bullets that she gets. Like that's it's a that and the well,
because it's
terribly
because it's terribly hurtful. And like, here's the thing, like the life that okay, so Maddie is the singer of a band, right? And the way that he would conduct himself with his fans was very, very friendly, let's just say.
Yeah, I mean, he kissed people on stage, right?
Friendly. And I think that, Taylor has said herself, there's a part of me that's just insecure. You know what I mean? I can relate to this. There's a part of me that's insecure. You know what I mean? And seeing things that make you go like, okay, when she was doing when she was asking these questions, a lot of times she had a boyfriend, right? Mm-hmm. But like he did, and then he didn't, and then he did, and then he didn't. Like, so there's all this extra time. It's like, well, what does he do? Like, who is he with after this show? Who did he pick up and take home after this? And like, there's like all this question
stories. Because they were friends. Like, I'm sure he told her stories all the time. Like, oh, I met this bird after the show and took her home and blah, blah, blah.
And it gave her like, ew, I don't want to hear that, Mm-hmm. And that made her insecure. Yeah, because her, she just. It just bothered her. I don't think she. No,
but I'm just saying for her to like bring it up 3. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's something that really bothered her.
Yeah,
it was something that really like.
I think that.
Agreed. Yes.
If he had not ghosted her, if the petition and the letter and all that had not happened, like I think that insecurity or possibly becoming a reality, I think would have been the undoing. Regardless, I mean, they were never. The insecurity, the not knowing if he was, cheating on her, basically. Yeah. I think they were never going to be long term. I don't think it was possible.
Well, clearly, he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, obviously,
he couldn't handle it. I still think LOML is mostly about Joe. Me too, 100%. Yes.
Nope.
I do.
Nope. Speaking of the smallest man who ever lived, how's that for a transition?
Yeah.
Today is a special day for Holly and I.
Yes.
It's our anniversary.
It is. This is today, a year ago, we made our first Burning Bridges video. Woo!
Our very first ever.
Yay. And so here we are 1 year later, 365
and it was on
days
the smallest man who ever lived. So in case that transition didn't make sense, there you go. We'll fill in the hole there.
And it's
so we want to celebrate, obviously. Big moment of history. We're not 100% sure how we're gonna do it. We're don't know it. We're playing with the idea of like maybe doing a live react to that first episode.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. Oh my God, that would be funny.
I know, right? I think it might be a little cringe, but I think it'll be also like fun.
Embrace the cringe.
I think maybe we could also answer, like, I don't know, do you feel like y'all have questions? Like maybe not
oh, we could do an Ask Me Anything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like maybe questions that aren't Taylor Swift specific, but more Taylor and Holly specific. Like maybe if you want to know things about other things about us like that
Sure.
aren't just like about our Swiftiness.
Or
I don't know.
things about our Swiftiness. You can ask us
Right.
anything.
But I mean, like things that you maybe burning questions. This is always wanted to know.
Burning.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Ask us
Yeah,
anything.
absolutely.
Maybe we could throw up a question box somewhere.
Yeah, I'll make a post on Sparkx, and we can just, can't we make the comments on this also be a question box?
We absolutely sure can.
Yay.
Just put let's pick an emoji. Why don't we do a drum emoji because it's the smallest man who ever lived. How about that? The little
Okay.
and so do like a drum emoji and then like ask your question and we'll know that that's for, we'll save it. We won't answer it as a comment. We'll save it for the episode whenever we do it. We don't have it scheduled yet.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
or
put up a
like
drum.
on the Sparkx Flight Instagram, you'll put a question box.
Or hold on. Don't you want to be surprised by the questions? I kind of do.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah. So maybe just like, do you want us to, this is how we do it. Do you want us to live react to our first episode, or do you want us to do an ask us anything episode instead? So if you want the ask us anything episode, put up a question mark emoji. If you want us to react to the smallest man who ever lived video live, then put up the drums.
There you go. Either right now, if you are currently in the chat, or in the comment section. Casual watcher does both. Got my heart. Casual watcher. And I mean, depending on how many questions we get, we could do both, because we could do the live react and then at the end we could answer questions, or vice versa. We could answer and then do the, because if we're going to do it live anyway, we could.
Why not?
Why not? Figure it out, but we'll figure it out. We're smart. We're real tough kids. We can handle
do this. So we just want to know which one you'd be more interested in, because that would steer us. That would steer us. And I do have to just say that I do think that LOML is solely about Joe. I have to. Just like I don't believe under any circumstances that the alchemy is about Travis Kelce. Like never.
That's okay. I still don't believe Maroon is about Maddie. It's about Joe.
It's about Maddie. And it doesn't matter. Like, this is why
doesn't matter. That's the fun.
I am a newer Swiftie, honestly, but I always liked her music from the first time I heard. Oh my God. I got full on into Taylor with the Airstream. That's awesome. That's so
I love that. I love how many people like. I loved the videos of people who were like taking their partner to the Eras tour or even the movie, and they were like not Swift. Like the person making the video was a Swiftie, and they were bringing their partner who was a non-Swiftie either to the tour or to the movie, and they were like, and then afterwards they were like, whoa, you know, that was amazing. Or you saw them like dancing and all. Like it's because it's amazing. Like I can't imagine like going to a concert or even watching the movie and being like,
no, because it's amazing. There'll be something like
swept up.
Something intrinsically wrong with somebody who doesn't love the Eras Tour movie, or the show. Okay, hold on. So I need to say this.
Okay.
While we're live, I want to say that I'm starting my origin stories videos.
Fantastic.
Again, so what those are, everyone who's paying attention right now, is I interview you and we talk about how you became a Swiftie and your origin story, and like what songs stand out to you and made the biggest dent in your life, and which, you know, all of that. So if you want to participate, if you would like me to interview you for origin stories, I'm going to put in the comments right now my email address, and you can email me or contact me on Sparkx Fly, and we will set up a time to do that. I have a few already that I need to do. LP, you're one of them. And I just feel like I'm in a place right now where I can like get back to doing that.
Every time you say that, the carpet gets pulled out from under you. So
I know. I need to stop saying that. True.
I saying as a whole new connotation. Now.
I really should stop saying that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I put that out in the universe, but like, let's just all send me good vibes that nothing catastrophic happens just because I've said, now I feel like I have time to do this. Because you're right. Every single damn time something happens. Anyway, so, okay. So let's go into, okay. Her stage command and presence was just, oh my God, I know. It's truly the greatest.
Well, she's had a lot of time to perfect it, really.
It's just this, we talked about this on our last live stream. Like, that stage is so huge, and the way she owns it, it's so commanding, and it's just incredible. It's like truly incredible. I don't see anybody's comments in the thing saying drum or question. Which one are we doing?
Well, Darren said both.
But I've had too much ginseng to not have an answer. So again, everyone, ghost energy drink.
It's okay. Maybe they need to think about it.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm being intense.
While they think about it, can I talk about my little my revelation about this album?
Sure. Go for it.
Can I just tell you, like, I feel really smart that I came up with this, by the way.
Good.
Okay, I want to, and I'm talking
very good.
But thank you.
Yeah. Yay.
Okay, I don't know why this came to me, but I was falling asleep the other night, and I was thinking about Hamilton, and
as one does,
right? Obviously, and Lin-Manuel Miranda talking about how it is unusual in Hamilton that Aaron Burr's "I Wish" song or "I Want" song is in the second act, which is Room Where It Happens. Okay. And I don't know, honestly, I wasn't like listening to Hamilton. I don't know what made me think of this. And I had never heard of that before, of like, and I
just did that thing with the light. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm going to be right back.
You already know my theory.
Everyone pay attention because this is very, very awesome.
So I don't know, like, I wasn't thinking about Hamilton. I wasn't thinking about like, so I had never heard that term of an "I Wish" song before. And I had never heard of different categories of types of songs in musical theater before. But I thought of that, and I thought, well, and I was thinking about all the criticisms of this song. She didn't follow through on the showgirl, and the visuals don't match the album, and we've all heard it, we all know. And I thought, well, there's an "I Wish" song in musical theater, and then we have a song called "Wish List," which is literally an "I Wish" song. So I did a little research instead of sleeping. I decided to Google other like types of songs in musical theater that are common in musical theater. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, there's a lot, okay? And there's more than 12. You could absolutely list all 12 of the songs, which I did.
As she's done.
And come up.
Do you have something called a Swift list?
I do. It was one of my birthday presents. Yeah.
Trademark infringement.
Come up with one of the types of a musical theater song for each one of the songs. So I think, in a sense, this album is like a musical theater soundtrack, in that she uses all of these musical theater tropes as sort of focal points for each of the songs. Darren, I could talk about that comment forever, because I've literally seen people think like it was going to be like, I don't know, tap dance and jazz. And
my personal favorite comment, hold on, not to interrupt you, but I have to get this off my mind, because what Taylor's about to say is really awesome, and I truly love it. When she called me and told me, I was like, hell yes, this is so great. But like, the thing that sticks in my head of like the comment that like blows my mind so hard is like the person that was like bitching endlessly that they were so disappointed in what Showgirl was because it wasn't an abstract jazz big band album.
Right. Like, you want. And like, maybe that one specific person wanted that, which is fine. But do you think that would be Do you think that would be commercially viable?
When
Like,
she said it's
what
a pop
are
album,
doing here?
she said it's a pop album.
Right.
And
And
then you're
also,
like, nope, she means abstract jazz and big band. Like,
I've
nah.
seen so many people say they wish there was a song about how tired she was at the end of the day. Which,
Riveting.
okay, but please can we talk about how she described the songs on the album? How are you going to have pop bangers that are so aggressively catchy that make you angry about being tired?
Right, exactly.
I'm
too
already
tired to
tired.
raid.
I don't know. Do I want a song about like, I'm so tired, I can barely make it to my bed? I don't know. That just doesn't sound like it.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, Taylor, if anybody could do it, Taylor could do it. But I just am like,
wait. This has popped something up in my head because don't you think that eldest daughter is sort of like, I'm exhausted?
mentally,
Like,
emotionally,
mentally, I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted, y'all. I mean, anyway, how many numbers should
But
I
I think they meant like literally, like physically. I just did a show and I'm so tired. Although she's wired when she gets home, right? Like we saw that in the preview for the docuseries. If she was tired, she would take a bath and go to bed. She wouldn't take a bath, eat, sign 2,000 CDs, watch some shows, and then go to bed, right? People tend to be wired after shows. So it's a lot of weird takes.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird takes. Yeah, there's a lot of weird takes.
And also, like, there's so many ways that I could say to you, like, she did give us the showgirl. She gave us this is the showgirl. She gave us the showgirl, and the life of the showgirl is the album, because a showgirl's life is not this. This is the show. A showgirl's life is falling in love, is remembering the person who passed away, is dealing with men who try to take control over you, is, you know, dealing with maybe friends who betray you or people saying bad things. That's the life of the showgirl. So she gave you the showgirl, and she gave you the life of the showgirl.
It's like, hi, I'm Taylor Swift. I'm a showgirl. I'm going to tell you some shit about my life during the Eras tour. Here's the album, the end. And
like, I think people literally thought it wasn't going to be about Taylor. Like, they thought it was going to be about like some showgirl's life in Vegas or something. Like, and I know she likes to create characters. And P.S., I think that's what she meant when she said folklore writing, creating characters. I don't think she meant it was going to be like, And anyway, I'm getting on tangents after tangents after tangents because
it's fine.
These people drive me insane.
It's fine because there's a lot of tangents to be had.
There's a lot of tangents to be had.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of tangents to be had with this because it's also
like showgirls, like the classic Vegas showgirls. What are they? They're a little cheesy. They're a little maybe outdated. They're sexy.
They're risque.
Topless. Right?
Yeah.
Like they are risque. They're risque. They're you know, they're all these things that but they're fun and they're jazzy and they're this and they're energetic and you don't see the finer details. You don't see the seams. You don't see the zippers. You don't see the holes in the bottoms of the stockings, right? And that's what this album is. That's what this album completely is. So people who are like, I can't believe they're sex. Babes, Vegas showgirls are topless. How could there not be sex? Right?
Well, here's the other thing. Like,
hi, honey, thank you for joining us.
This is the other thing. It's like, I also think that like it's even at the title, I feel like is sort of a double entendre because it's like the life of a showgirl. And I think what she's also saying is characteristically throughout history, I'm going to bring up some showgirls that we know about. Ophelia, people in plays, characters, Elizabeth Taylor, we have Kitty. We have all, Kitty was like the Vegas showgirl.
Marilyn Monroe,
like all of these.
The Ronettes.
You know, we have all of this in the album. And it's like this, here are the tropes that every showgirl gets hung up on and labeled, and this from beginning to end in history, whether you are a musa in a painting in 1792, or if you are in a Shakespearean play in like 1804, or in Vegas, or if you're in the Ziegfeld Follies, or if now you're in today's times and you are a pop star, it's all the same shit you have to deal with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
It's just like, that's it. So it's like, here's how, they leave us for dead. Right?
Yeah.
It's like,
and the next up and coming people wait for you just to retire, to die, whatever, so they can have their shot.
But joke's on them because you can't kill me.
Right. Okay, so should I go? Can I go through my little list? I'm just going to kind of quickly go through and tell you like the types of songs they are and a little bit of information about it. And then if anybody's interested, like we could do a bigger, like more in-depth episode about it if they want to hear more about these things.
Yeah.
On your own. Whatever, people, let us know how interested you are in this. But I think it's very interesting, and maybe I'm wrong, but I like looking at it like this. So,
me too.
Okay, so Fate of Ophelia obviously would be like the opening number. Well, what is the purpose of the opening number? It is the exposition. It is to establish the main characters. Who are the main characters? Absolutely. Taylor, Travis, right? And they give us a reason to care about these characters, to invest, right? And I feel like Fate of Ophelia does that really well, right? They kind of, we talked about in the Fate of Ophelia video, which will be coming out soon, is how it's like when you pick up the next addition to a book series that you've been reading, right? And it's like, here's what we
talk about it in our video that's coming out tomorrow, Fate of Ophelia.
Right. Okay, so then we have Elizabeth Taylor, which I could not find a specific terminology for this type of song, but I look at it as is very common trope of where you are talking to your elder in a field, or you're talking to an elder who's passed away. Like if you think of like Mulan, or or someone you look up to. Disney musicals come up a lot in this, right?
Or your inspiration, like the person that inspires you.
Somebody who's come before you, who maybe they can either give you advice, or you kind of hope to divine advice because they've passed away.
Absolutely.
So I think, and if anybody knows the name for that specific type of trope, please let me know, because I would like to add it to my list. So Opalite would be considered the emotional climax song, the song that like really gets this swell and everybody's up and everybody's excited and dancing, and it just all brings all your emotions to the surface, right? Father Figure would be considered the trial song, or the road of the trial song. The I have been through this trial and I have triumphed above it. Okay, so they tell you the trial and give you the thing, and then but I've triumphed above it because this is musical theater, so it's got to be good, right? Absolutely. Eldest Daughter would be considered what's called a pace changer, where we've been building, and then we change the pace. We have a ballad. We have, which is often, the pace changer is considered often romantic, which is obviously a different type of romance, but it is romantic. Okay. And it's often reflective. This eldest daughter is very reflective, right? Like it's reflecting on a lot of different things. Absolutely. Okay. Ruin the Friendship would be considered a realization song. A song where you are reaching an insight, a new perspective, a new way of looking at an old situation. Definitely ruin the friendship, right?
Absolutely.
Actually romantic. It's the conflict song. The conflict. You have to have a conflict. Absolutely. And it's like, what else? What other conflict was she going to put in there at this point in her life?
I think Canceled is also sort of conflicty.
Yeah, that's true. We'll get there. Wish List is not only is it the I Wish song, there's also a trope called a list song where they literally just list things. It's both, and she called it Wish List. Like, it's so perfect. Yeah. It's like saying hello, these are songs, right?
Totally.
And then Wood is the comedy song. It's supposed to be funny. Everybody's taking it so seriously. And I think it's also very satirical. But if it's musical theater, like there's got to be comedy involved, like Master of the House, right?
Oh my God, definitely.
It's the Master of the House.
It is the Master of the House. Actually, Romantic is pretty hilarious too, though.
Yes, true. But it has
It's
more of a
more
sinister undertone, which
without question, without
I
question.
mean, like Master of the House or like the any of the, I'll Be Back in Hamilton, those
Yeah,
songs kind of do too, which you add the comedy so it's not so dark and not so sinister,
yeah,
but
yeah, for
absolutely.
sure.
I consider Canceled like the villain song, and she just kind of maybe makes herself the villain or Blake the villain. We have disagreeing ideas about, okay, we haven't completely landed on that.
Is there an
But
irony trope? Because I also feel like that could be like the ironic song. Like,
I don't remember reading about that, but that doesn't mean, again, it's like there's so many and it's
mhm,
like different
yeah,
websites listed
yeah,
different
yeah,
things. So,
yeah, yeah.
who knows? And it's very interesting to me that like Canceled is basically all minor chords, which is historically minor chords used to be thought of like devil chords, like it's
They're
definitely
unresolved notes.
unresolved and they're like usually paired with villains, right?
Yeah, because
Um,
it's more of like a sad, well, it's more on the like the non-positive emotional landscape in music, and
mhm,
it just leaves the listener feeling unresolved.
right. And like back in ye olden days, like you couldn't write like church music and stuff, you couldn't write it with a minor chord, like because it was considered like evil from the devil. So Honey would be a reclamation song. She's literally reclaiming
Yeah,
a
true.
word that had been used against her, and she's reclaiming it in a really like beautiful narrative. And then The Life of a Showgirl is so many things. First of all, a
Oh my
duet,
god.
which is very common, right, in musical theater. It's got the patter song in it. We've discussed that before. That's very common in musical theater. And it is the closing song. It is the, they tie it up with a bow, the, get everybody
It's so
excited and
spectacular.
like, yeah.
It's so
So
spectacular.
yeah, it's so spectacular. And there's other songs that you could fit in
Ugh,
here. There's something called like an 11 o'clock song. There's a decision song. There's other kind of songs that you could maybe fit in there, but this is just kind of, I felt like the best descriptors.
I agree.
And then the
I
other thing I thought was interesting while I was reading up on this, I was reminded of the idea of like what is very common in musical theater is a reprise, where they take a musical and sometimes lyrical thematic element and bring it back maybe from the first act and bring it back in the second act.
yeah.
If these songs, the ones that were in the credits for the release party movie, are in fact somehow interpolated in this album, which we believe that they are, we could consider them maybe reprises. Or the fact that we have words like grave and grave could be considered like a reprise. Or the referencing past songs, but she always does that, so I don't know that we
Yeah.
would consider that so much. But I think there's a lot of ways that we could look at that.
I agree. I totally agree. I also think that Father Figure could also be the villain song. I'm super interested in Father Figure because I think it shows like this huge character switch in the even when you're listening to the album. It could be like everything's like really happy until you get to Father Figure, and then you like realize like our main character here is now like like she's sort of switching up her vibe. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
she's like, yeah. Now I'm embracing sort of my powerful darker side.
Sure, but she's
Um
not a villain. She's just
Not a
sitting at
villain, but like
the top.
it's like a character arc. It's like a character arc. Like it goes from
Mm-hmm.
like Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, happy
Mm-hmm.
as shit, Opalite, and then it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
who's this?
Absolutely.
Who's
Which if you think about it, musical like because you have to have a pace changer. You have to have the up and down.
Oh yeah, but I firmly believe that eldest daughter is the pace changer.
Yes,
I mean,
definitely.
that is like it does change the
Mm-hmm.
pace for sure. Could
Um,
Ruin the Friendship
I'm trying to
fit
think
the Declaration song?
well,
Could
I
Ruin
don't have anything of a I have a reclamation song, not a declaration song.
That's true. She
Though
does a good
if there is a declaration song, I'm not 100%.
it
I don't 100% know like the definition of a declaration song because that would then technically be something different than like an I want or an I wish song. But I mean, these things can. I mean, it's Taylor Swift. They can be more than one thing.
Yeah, and what is the word that I'm looking for like looking back and kind of like not reflective, but like sort of like advice song. Because I feel like ruin the friendship is like a metaphor for like take this advice and like just don't waste any of your time. Because looking back, I realized that I should have just kissed him anyway. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what the word is for that.
Well, and again, it's like there are so many. I do have some of the websites.
But I love that.
Up, but
I love this because it does fit like the musical. It's like we see our character moving through different situations and journeys within this album. You know what I mean? And I mean, I would be as so bold to say that I feel like there's like she really makes herself the character in this album. Whereas on other albums, she has mentioned he, you, him, like this kind of thing. And in this album, she's really like, I feel this way. She like it's more of like the effect that somebody had on her. Do you know what I mean? So she'll like but she doesn't go like him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like
she is the main character.
She's the main character. Like everything is revolving around her because she's the showgirl. So it's like it's really our main character's thoughts and feelings as she goes through these different stages. And I feel like Travis is like an emotion on the album, but not a person on the album. You know what I mean?
It's because we don't know him. There's not depth to him as a character, which is purposeful.
Absolutely. She's like, you guys get to see the effect he has on me, but you don't get to see him in all the details. Like my journal's closed after the incident.
Darren, it absolutely is a declaration. What I'm saying is, in terms of the types of musical theater songs, I don't know that there's one specifically called a declaration song. There may be, because like if you look on the websites, like I Googled, types of musical theater songs, different websites, some will give you 3 different types of songs, some will give you 20. So there's discrepancies in terms of like what are labeled and that sort of thing. I did not find one called a declaration song. There are songs called like an I am song, which I think would be pretty close to a declaration song. And then there's like feeling songs, and like there's ones that are just much more broad. So it's definitely something, but and I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I didn't find it in my 12:30 a.m. Googling that I was doing when
But I love this whole concept that you came up with. I mean, I really do love it so much because it just puts it into like showgirl format in an abstract way, but still there nonetheless. Do you know what I mean? And I am deeply obsessed with the song "The Life of the Showgirl." I think it encompasses so many. I think that could be a declaration song if there's such a thing, because it's like, I am this. Okay. It's like the hero's journey song. I started here and I've ended up the legend that I always wanted to be. And so deal with it. Except an Opalite talking about his ex, seeing him as like that minor thing. But usually,
interesting about that, I think we've touched on this a little bit before, is she's done this before, but very specifically in this album, she only is referencing things that are peripheral. That have gone viral or that have been online, that people know about already, that are already in the social consciousness. Like there was a video of, I haven't even seen it, I've just heard it described, but basically of her like, trying to get the right picture of them, whatever, but back when they were dating, Travis and his ex. So she's not giving us new information about him, because as Holly and I have discussed, once the petition happened, she was like, well,
your cards have been canceled.
Right. Don't don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Don't mistake the fact that I've given you a little bit of a window into my life to let you think that you have any say in my life whatsoever. And since you thought that, I'm going to close the door.
And that's why I think that song encompasses more about just one relationship for these exact reasons. It's like, it is about bruschetta, but it's also about, here's my position and here's what I can do. And I will cancel your card if need be. And that's why we're not getting any of this. Like the inside scoop that we usually get. Like, here's what's missing on the album. Not in a bad way. Just saying, like, what's different. I should have phrased it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he touched my face on a Wednesday night and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? When I kissed him, blah, blah, blah. You know, it was, you know, the time was, you know, 1:58. Like all of these, you know, I walked through the door with you. The air was cold. All of these very specific points of reference that she usually, at some point in an album, and most of the time in every song, pinpoints an exact moment. And this album is really focused on the overall feeling of her life. And not like, this one day I jumped in your car, we took off from the game, I felt free. Like, none of this is referenced. It's all been out there. We've wanted her to talk about it. Did she mention that? Like, I was like, I hope she writes a song about, like, that incredible picture of them in the convertible leaving the stadium,
the
like
getaway car,
the getaway car, kind of like her hair blown in the wind and like this like freedom. You could tell that she was like truly having fun. I was like, I bet she's gonna write about that. Oh, but she didn't. She's like, I'm just gonna write about the feeling of it, of all of it combined. I'm not giving you all here.
Right. I mean, well, if you think about it, like, as we were talking about earlier, like, basically the entire relationship with Maddie, and really the entire relationship with Jake and John too. I mean, we didn't know the details of these relationships until we heard Red, until we heard Tortured Poets. Like, it was the songs that filled in a majority of the details.
Totally. And she's not doing that on this one. She's like, I'm
talking
protecting
about
this.
We already know.
Yeah, and she's
I heard you calling on the microphone. We know that one, you know?
Yeah. But it's really like, she's using him as a vibe. Like, she really is. I pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. And these songs are clearly his vibes without the details that allow the, like, she's keeping them private. She's keeping them super special. She's keeping them between her and him. And she's just saying, guys, these are my vibes right now. This is how I'm feeling. And that's very different from her previous work, where it's like, you're sitting in my house with your typewriter, he uses typewriters, like the exact, I mean, like,
scarf.
You're at the Black Dog, like we know what's happening here. You know what I mean? Even though we didn't know in real time, we knew retrospectively what, you know, it filled in all the gaps. She's not doing that. She's like, you get to know my vibe. This is how I'm feeling right now. It's currently still how I'm feeling. You know, I mean, we're not getting too specific here. It's not like, you know, she doesn't even say, I look into your eyes at all. Like, this is like the first album that she has not talked about looking into this person's eyes.
I mean, I'm on my bingo card, and I didn't get that on my bingo card.
Stunning. She's like, no, I'm just telling you
the is the same color size, but she doesn't say that. She doesn't say that.
She doesn't.
Podcast, but
but she doesn't say it in the album. You know what I mean? And that is a huge difference. And I guess some people are like, well, we're not getting all the details, so therefore the song is somehow lesser than. It's like, no, because what she's really doing is encompassing full-blown emotions.
Yeah.
She's giving you the feeling of what it's like to be her, not the details of the event. She's like, I would rather you all focus on how my life feels right now. It feels like everything is sparkly, that I'm the most beautiful showgirl in the world, that my sky is opalite, that I was dancing through the lightning strikes, but like now everything's all good. He's like, my heart was saved from the fate of Ophelia. I am a legend. Like you can't change that. I've rewritten how I hear words because of this person. Like
Yeah.
I think that you're like talking shit about me is hilarious.
Mhm.
I think that it's wild and like bleh, you know what I mean? Like she's like talking about how she's like really unbothered. She's also everyone. One of the most important parts of this whole album is her wish list. What's on it? I just want you, but more importantly, what's the next thing? I want tell the whole world to leave us the fuck alone, and they do. Wow.
Wow, what a concept.
Wow. They
Mhm.
do. Like we're not, we're not paying attention. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mhm.
not gonna be. She is the most totally. She is the most beautiful woman in music. Okay, and let me just go on this rant because now it's real catching up with me. Okay, so
Here we go. Here we go.
here we go, everyone. Here we go. Can we all agree that like if this album, okay, was an abstract jazz big band album, okay? Let's
Uh,
just pretend it was, all right? Let's
Okay.
just pretend. Okay? Would we all be surprised? Absolutely. But like
Yeah.
the visuals that she has put out for this album
Mhm.
are so magnificent. They
Mhm.
are spectacular. They are bold. They're gorgeous. They're shiny. They're sexy. They're powerful. They're beautiful. They're over the top. They are decked out in glam. They are with filters of like some sort of like euphoria, urethral, like just they're works of art. So
Mhm.
who cares like what the album even sounds like? To be honest with you, like the visuals that go with this are so spectacular. So like even if you don't like the album, I do not understand the shit talking on the visuals. I don't
Well,
get it.
I mean, uh, I do in the sense that people like to put people in boxes, and people had
Well,
put Taylor Swift in a box of um, more modestly, conservatively dressed, and this and that. It doesn't show her body, and isn't unbelievably, sexual, and all those
I
kinds
mean,
of things. And
what is happening with
and
this
she
face right there?
said, "Oh, you're gonna put me in a box? I'm not in that box anymore. I'm gonna break out of the box. I'm gonna do it on my terms, and I'm gonna be the what I want to be and how I'm feeling. And at
I mean,
the age I was most scared to be, and I'm most in my power, and I am most feeling myself and my body and all of these things, and I'm feeling loved, and I'm feeling sparkly, and I'm feeling amazing, and I'm not in the box anymore. I'm out of the box. I'm
she's
I'm
right.
I'm
She's this.
wearing I'm wearing enormous crowns. I'm this.
Yes.
I'm all of these things.
Who doesn't want to feel like this? Like I want to feel like
Right.
this
I
picture
want to feel
every
like
day
that. I
for
absolutely
eternity.
want to
Like
feel
this
like
is
that.
one of the most incredible pictures of her face. The beauty of these pictures are so outrageously gorgeous
I
that it's
know.
like this is what the album feels like, and
Mhm.
it's like spectacular
Mhm.
vibe.
Mhm.
Um, and I wouldn't care honestly. Like if I didn't like the way the album sounded, I would still be like, I'm obsessed with the visuals. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's like I don't know. She's 35 and she went, yeah. She's a woman in love. I think that she like I think now this is like speaking wildly and I probably shouldn't say this, but like I think this is the first time she's ever felt so in her power, so in her like she has arrived at this place of ultimate security within herself that
Mhm.
she's like, I can show the world that I feel sexy. That is
Mhm.
a very powerful emotion, but it's also like it takes a lot of courage to present yourself in that way if you haven't to the world stage. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And she is stunning in these
Mhm.
pictures.
Mhm.
Stunning. Exposed,
Mhm.
glamorous, decked out in diamonds. Like it's just like, yes, Taylor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the older you get, the less
Yeah.
fucks you give. I mean, like
Yeah, true,
I went
true
out this
story.
morning to grab some food because I hadn't eaten. And like there was a moment I caught myself and I was like, I had not washed my face. I was still in my pajamas. Like I'd not done my hair. Like all this kind of stuff, and I didn't even think. Like I just I didn't care. Like I didn't care. I didn't care. 10 years ago, me, I never would have left the house like that ever.
Right.
And it's I just don't care. Like because
neither does she.
She doesn't. And there's a difference between like I just turned 18 and I have to prove something to myself, to the world, to my record label, whatever, that I'm an adult now and I'm not like in the Disneys or whatever. There's a difference between that and I feel this is how I feel. I feel good about myself. I feel strong. I feel secure. I feel good and I just want to present that. I feel good inside. I feel good outside. And I feel like presenting that, and it's my choice. It's not something I feel like I have to do. There's a big
I want to do it. That. And it's also like this. Hey, everybody, do you remember on Tortured Poets when I said, you put me in a cage and called me crazy and I am what I am because you made me? Like, so she's saying, I broke out of the cage. I'm doing whatever I want from this point forward. Be prepared. Be prepared because it's not going to be what you're used to me being, because I no longer feel weighed down by the restrictions and the opinions and the barriers that people were imposing upon me. I am done with that. And now I get to be Taylor however I want to be. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you whatever. I don't care. I'm showing you my belly button. I'm doing whatever it is. I'm going to be dressing up like that. I'm not going to be talking about the deep inner workings of my diary on this album. Will I next time? Maybe, but maybe not. And maybe not. You know what I mean? And that's just what I'm doing, everybody. Like, I didn't even tell my record label that I was even making this album. I did not need anyone's permission to do shit, including my fans. I mean, like, I think that some people need to go back and listen to various songs on Tortured Poets Department and go, oh yeah, she was talking to us. But Daddy, I love him. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? She was talking to me right there. You know what I mean? I never signed the petition. It was like, oh my Lord, this is insane. But I think that deeply affected her because it was like the calls coming from inside the house, like Swifties are doing this. You know, I mean, I think that was really wild. She said it in Miss Americana that I am ripping the tape off of my mouth. Absolutely. But I think that even in Miss Americana, she still felt the parameters of what her image was and what her career was. And like she also said in that one that she is a massive people pleaser, right? Pathological people pleaser. And I think now she's like, but am I? Maybe I'm not actually. Maybe I just felt I had to be in order to be liked or whatever. Maybe I'm actually truly not that person. Again, back to Eldest Daughter, where it's like I'm this way, but really I'm on the inside, I'm this way. You know what I mean? I used to say I didn't believe in marriage, but that was a lie. All the thing, like maybe she's like rediscovering, you know what? Actually, I'm kind of like exhausted from people pleasing when it's impossible. I can't please everyone all the time, obviously. So I'm just going to do whatever I want. I'm just going to do whatever I want. And I wish that the whole world would leave me alone. You know what I mean? This is my art. Take it or leave it. Love it or not. This is what I'm doing. Period. Right. This is who I am. Like me or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No. And once there's that freedom, and she talks about it in Reputation, you know what I mean? Once her reputation died, she felt free. You know what I mean? And I think all these little statements have been little wish lists up until now. And now it's like, you know what? I really only have two things. Be with you and to never hear anyone else's opinion again.
Yeah.
The end. And that is ballsy and powerful. Like, again, I mean, I think one of the most powerful songs on this entire album is The Life of the Showgirl. It is insanely powerful. The message is so clear. Taylor Swift has never referred to herself at the echelon of where she actually stands. Do you know what I mean? She has never said, you know what? I am the badass that you all say I am. I am the thing that you all are, the number one. That she's never outwardly said it. She's actually always questioned it in songs.
Well, because the
This
people
song,
can't say that.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. On this album, she's like, baby dolls couldn't kill me if I tried. Because I'm a legend. I'm immortal. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. I love this for her. I truly love this for her. She can please me all the time. All I want in the music, and maybe have yeah, exactly.
Tell me about it, Darren. Like I messaged Holly.
Talk about wish lists come true.
I was like, forget Nashville. When are we going to Kansas City? I need to go to that steakhouse after a game. There's that video of like Travis went up to a table and was just like saying hi, and there's like a little boy, and he's like collapses into tears.
And Taylor was there too.
I know Taylor was there too, but just the boy collapsing into tears after Travis like shakes his hand. I know. Like it was same. It was like I really, really like Holly. I want to go to Kansas City. I want to go to that steakhouse, and maybe they show up. Like,
oh, I know.
Like sweating just thinking about it. And get our notes app out and say like we would really have to formulate like we talked about last time, like what we would say if she like. I would be like, look at my tattoos.
I mean,
tattoos from you.
I would have this whole elaborate voice notes for the occasion, and then completely blank on me having that in the moment, and I would say something completely stupid.
And then Travis, and you'd like look up, he's like they're giant, and I'd love looking.
I won't lie. I wouldn't pay much attention to Travis if Taylor was in the room. I just know me. I wouldn't care.
I think I would pay a little bit of attention to Travis.
I know that you would. I know that you would, but I'd be like, can you move this giant man out of the way so I can see what Taylor's doing? Like that's how I would be. Like, get this giant out of my view, please. Blocking my view of Taylor.
I feel like in that situation, it would be much more likely that Travis would like come up to our table than Taylor, just because like.
Yeah, I would still be looking straight past him and be like, "What is she doing? What is she doing? What is
she doing?" Right. But I would be okay.
Would I mean,
it would not be the same level, but I would still be okay with it. I'm just saying.
I would be okay with it as long as he didn't block my view.
Yeah, no, I agree. And like we would send drinks to their table, absolutely. And I don't know what would happen. Obviously, then we would become their best friends for life because that is destined to happen.
Totally. I would be. I don't know though. I would really have to like practice the craziest self-control I've ever had, because like I can visually like see myself like leaping over my own table to like quickly get to wherever Taylor is, like and hysterically crying. And then I'm not gonna lie,
put in jail, and I would have to bail you out of jail.
I know. I'm just going by like past behaviors and just how I know myself, that I'd be like, well, yep. I would like throw a roll over this way to like to distract Travis, like look that way, and I'd run this way. You know what I mean? To get to I mean, I don't know. Like
you would try some football maneuvers on Travis.
I would try football.
Is what you're saying?
I would try to
do a fake.
I would fake
Travis, Kelsey
with a dinner roll. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I truly, I would be like throwing bread around.
And then the question is,
and crying.
I'm getting a little deep into this. What would you wear? That would be okay. Once I figured out, maybe
I've looked it up, because we were like my family and I were maybe thinking about going there for Thanksgiving.
I don't think they would show up for Thanksgiving. I think it would be you would have to go.
We would go before Thanksgiving, because the game is on the 23rd. We like literally have like already investigated this deeply. Sorry.
Just saying, for my birthday, we could go for my birthday, and then like they sing for the birthday, and then they would be like, "Happy birthday, dear Taylor," and then Taylor would be there, and she'd be like, oh, "Her name is Taylor. Oh, I have to go wish her a happy birthday." Taylor. And she'd be like, "Oh my god, your name is Taylor." I'd be like, "Yeah," and then she'd like see my tattoo, and she'd be like, Oh my God. Like, and like, see, and then best friends forever.
See how it goes? I mean, that's just obviously how that would work out.
Obviously.
The
Obviously.
dress is really
But what
it's
to
a
wear?
formal dress. I don't know. I can't even think
I
about
know,
it.
formal dress. So it's like,
I'd probably wear something I wore to
like
the
an
Eras
Eras
tour,
tour
like a
shirt,
psycho.
right?
I'd wear like 700 friendship bracelets and like something completely unhinged. I guaranteed.
Right.
Guaranteed I'd have a normal outfit picked out, but also like
Formal,
an
but a
unhinged one.
showgirl shiny cardigan could be considered formal wear under, or like over like a nice dress or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's all hypothetical at the moment.
I don't know. I would probably try to get something from the Fate of Ophelia music video.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh,
that's usually where my mind goes. Like, what's the most
somebody
insane thing that
like a version of the pirate dress? There's someone.
I would like the dress from the last scene. The one that like also Blake Lively owns.
The Midnightsy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might end up wearing like a Midnight's bodysuit. I could see myself wearing the Lover bodysuit and thinking that's normal and like would blend in really well.
Darren, save that question.
This is how mine work. That's how I work though.
Darren, save the question about my tattoo. Save it for our anniversary. The question ask us anything.
Yeah, if we do that. No, we will. Let's just agree that we'll do that.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, let's just agree. Totally savage.
And maybe Darren, that's really interesting. That somebody called her a bad bitch and a savage, and then she used it in the song. Like, what? She does that a lot. You know, even though the shirt, that this isn't Taylor's version, that is from somebody said that in a video. Like they were at a club or something, and they're like, "This isn't Taylor's version." And then she put
I mean, look at how she used to wear the shirt that says "No, it's Becky," which was like,
I know. Oh my gosh,
I loved that.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good Taylor Swift Lorian
breaking the fourth wall.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
So speaking of,
go on. We already addressed this. Yeah, go on.
What? Oh, I don't know what you were gonna say.
Is that tattoo tribute?
Oh yeah, we already addressed it. Yeah. Great. So speaking of things to wear, it is Halloween week here in. I mean, I think everywhere. I don't think it's geographically specific. I think Halloween is always on the 31st of August. Maybe.
Does everyone have Halloween?
I think that most places have Halloween, but I don't think a lot of places necessarily celebrate it like as enthusiastically as we do in the States. Okay. I'm not sure. But, and I officially have started wearing like my Halloween t-shirts, of which I have a few. So I'm curious. I feel like there's a lot of costume ideas from this album, from the music video, from Taylor and Travis. Is anybody dressing up as something Swiftie coded for Halloween? I want to know like the different ideas that people had.
Definitely. I mean, my question to me would be, how would this be different than any other day of your life, Holly? Because I'm always wearing something Swiftie coded.
Right. But like, I don't mean like just the cardigan. I mean like maybe somebody is dressing up like Ophelia. Or maybe, okay. So I did have the idea and we did go through with it, which is fine. I sent it to you. You didn't reply. It was fine. What? But I wanted to get like the Gucci bucket hat, not the actual one, but like a dupe and like a fake mustache. And like I could be Travis and you could be Taylor. And if you had like a gingham, like a halter or something.
I do probably have that.
Well, too late now. I already revealed it, and I don't have the hat. But we could have done that.
Well, we can
episode.
I don't know if I'm like. It just depends on what's happening. Like I might be in town, and I might not be, and I don't know.
Well, I don't even know if I could still get said hat. I don't know what the shipping situation was on said hat. I don't know that it was from an American company because it's a dupe. I don't know. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know the logistics of all of that. But it would have been fun. And sorry, LP, we would have been your nightmare fuel. Or I would have been in the Gucci bucket hat because that terrorizes him.
Yes, because it's terrifying.
It's not. It's so cute. It's terrifying.
It's cute.
Cute.
It's terrifying. It's special. It's a choice. It's special.
It's a choice. They're really fun.
He likes it.
Have fun.
He likes it. He likes it. That's cool. I don't have to
I
like the
like
bucket hat.
my Travis's dressed in Gucci.
You like all
Yeah,
you like Travis
don't.
no matter what. You're like this, like, except you actually, you don't like the socks. You don't like the socks
I
situation.
don't like the white socks with the
Yeah.
black shoes. The
Yeah.
no, I don't like that look. I don't like the shiny suit. I don't like all the
The
I don't
Super
like
Bowl
all
outfit was pretty awful.
no, but you know what? Like if he were my man, which of course he's not, but like I don't care. Like if that's your style, let's like I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, you need to dress this way for me or whatever. Like that's whatever. I don't care what you wear. Has told me that the shit on the ship she could be playing Grace O'Malley, the Pirate Queen of Ireland.
Darren,
Wait a
up
second.
to you. I love this so fully.
Wait a second.
Okay.
So good.
This is so supremely excellent because I love history. And you know what? You are right. I am
I'm gonna pull up a picture because I think it's almost
deeply
exact.
riveted. I'm riveted by this.
Now that you say that.
I'm riveted. I'm obsessed with this.
Why can't I can't type when I'm like, so I can't like type. Chris O'Malley, the pirate.
I'm like,
okay, pirate.
Do you see like my mind spiraling right now? I am in a Swiftie spiral because of this comment, and I love this. Yes. 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 Yep. Let's get the real picture of the Pirate Queen.
Well, yeah,
it would be a drawing.
We have drawings, sure. That's not a good one.
I love that. Weird though that they made their own pirate walk the plank.
Well,
I love this idea. I'm deeply obsessed. I'm deeply obsessed. A lot
of like fan art. I don't know which, I don't have time to. We'll have to find like this is a lot of fan art. I don't know why it's so much fan art, but it's not necessarily like. And then there's a lot of statues, which obviously isn't gonna give us.
I'm going to do a deep dive on this, and we will get back to you next Sunday. Swift AF Sunday.
Look,
that comment
she definitely had long red
my mind and like reactivated my camera. So the energy is strong over here.
You know what's so funny is now you're having issues with your camera. You used to have issues with the emojis, just genuinely like the
my brain activity. My brain activity is constantly screwing things up. I swear to God, like it's too many energy drinks.
That stopped.
It's going bonkers
one day.
Yeah, and now my robot camera has whatever. It's just I don't know. It's the life of a Holly.
Life of a Holly.
It's the life of a Holly. Just. Whatever. I don't know, but yes, Darren, I'm obsessed. I love this.
I love it. I
love thinking about Taylor deep referencing Grace O'Malley.
I love that too. And that I don't know why that reminded me of that. I want to read.
I know.
I want to read a post that I saw online of somebody.
Okay.
Who wrote about the album, which I think is just so good and like sums up a lot of what we've been saying.
Nice.
This whole album is screaming, you get to be happy. We get to be happy. A tortured poet can be a showgirl.
Yes.
Curses get broken. Prophecies get lifted. The sun will shine in your opalite sky.
Yes.
I love that so much. I think it's such a beautiful summation.
Totally.
The album, and it's like I really feel like that's what people are missing.
Absolutely. They cannot. I just thanks. I think that a lot of people are like incapable of feeling joy for some reason. I don't really like know what the deal is. It's like, why is joy so offensive? I just don't.
I think people don't.
Disappointing. Like I don't get it. I don't get it, you guys. I don't get it. I really don't get it.
I think there's that. I think there's also like we talked about. People have put her in a box.
Yeah,
and I do think because the last couple albums were not joyful. Folklore,
Midnight's
Evermore,
was joyful in
Midnight's.
a lot of ways. I
Yeah,
loved
but
Midnight.
Midnight's
Oh my
just
God,
didn't
I
have
love
like a
it.
joyful like vibe. Like
It had
it's very contemplative, you know?
yeah, it's very
It's
contemplative, but it's like
there's
it has
happiness in
sparkle
it.
though. It has sparkles. It has sparkly sound.
It
It has
does, but
sparkle
it's
sound.
not, it's moody.
It's moody.
And some of the mood is out, but a lot of the mood, like you said, it's like a breakup album, you know?
It is, but like there's like these weird sparkly sounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Same, Darren. I
Oh,
like
good.
me as well.
Good.
So I think people again they like put her in a box, and we as humans tend not to like it when we have someone in a box and we feel like we have an idea of who they are or what they do, and then they move out of that box. As humans, we just tend to we like what we know and
But
what we
okay,
expect.
okay.
And even though she told us this is what the album is going to be, people like it's like in what it like they didn't filter that or something. Like I think I told you this, like I literally seen comments that said we didn't know this was going to be a love album.
No, it's like, well, I mean, what do we say to that?
What
Yeah.
You didn't know?
Like
Where
how?
have you been?
How? But like also like
else. That's the one thing you should have known about this album.
100%. Like 100%. Like you've missed every memo. You know what I mean? The other thing is the weird thing that when you bring up like how people put her in a box, the crazy irony and contradiction and like all of the paradox of it all is that Taylor Swift has never repeated the same sound twice. Like, what is the box that you're referring to, world?
It's like
because
that's
like
her deal.
She has genre switched, hopped, transformed, moved past, dabbled in this, dabbled in this. She's never ever given you the same sound twice. So like, why were you expecting something like, and what is this box you speak of? She's sort of quite literally made her whole career around you don't know what I'm doing next. You know what I mean? Like you don't know.
I genuinely think that people feel like Folklore, Evermore, and at least Tortured Poets are all sort of in the same vibe or something. I think people feel that way. I don't agree with that.
No.
But I think like maybe people who aren't as enmeshed in like music theory in the music world as we are, maybe see it that way.
Well, then why have such strong opinions, people, if you've never listened to her body of work?
Because we live in a world where everybody's opinions just feel valid. Because
all right, I have an opinion. I have a question to pose. Okay, so everyone sees our background, right? So this is the Swiftiverse that I drew, and every planet is an album that I feel like in our head we just get to travel to whatever planet we feel like being on. I've got to hide your comment for 1 second so we can see the rest of them. So guess what? I get to make
I love them.
Me too. I love them so much. Like in my head, this is what the Swiftiverse looks like, and we just get to planet jump.
My head too.
So I get to make the showgirl planet next. And obviously she's going to be orange and opalite-y. What should be orbiting it? Do you think it should be orange feathers or should it be like diamonds? What do you think should be orbiting the showgirl, or should it just be pieces of opalite? Like a opalite situation.
What if, I don't know if you can do this or not. What if you changed the sky to opalite? So the whole sky is opalite, and then the planet, because now our skies are opalite. But maybe you don't want to do that.
Yeah, because it's space.
I'm
gonna get the nerd, like the space nerd out of me. Like, no, that's not how space works. I was about to like really say that. No, it's not how space works. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. It's like me when I saw the movie Gravity in the movie theater. Oh, was I a bummer? I was like, guys, none of this would be happening.
You would enjoy talking to my dad then.
Oh, I was like, yeah, space doesn't work this way. On New Heights, when she said this was the album she'd been wanting to make for a long time, I feel like she meant she'd been looking for this kind of yes,
absolutely.
And now she's finally found it, and it's super glorious. Not
and
about
also the vocals, the confidence in the vocals, the abilities and the vocals and all that kind of stuff.
oh my God.
I know.
Everyone knows this is on my number one collaboration of all time. It's and I won't even. What did you say?
I said it's on your wish list.
Yeah. I just want this now. Yes. I listened to the Eminem show this morning. I'm not gonna lie, and it was probably
such a good album.
Like the insane mood that I'm in today, which is super like yes. Anyway, Peaches and Pearls. Oh my God,
that's a good
Pearls. I definitely have to do. If I could, maybe I could make the planet look like a. Yes, let me work on that. But absolutely, pearls are going in there.
I like that.
Fishnets. Should I make the planet orange with fishnets on it? I think I have to now that I just said that.
Or lipstick and lace.
Lipstick and lace. Peaches and kittens. I want an orange bird flying around it in the orbit.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, like I need an orange bird that's flying around it and some feathers making a trail. Much like
and a door.
How there's like a bunch of papers and typewriters flying around Tortured Poets department.
Yeah.
I need to have something orbiting. Oh my bread. Sourdough. Oh my God. That would be hilarious. Maybe I will throw some sourdough around in the orbit.
Yeah, because it could
there's so much to work with.
Like lots of like moons. Like you could do the door, you could do the lock, you could do the bird, you could do the sourdough, you could do a peach, pearls, you could do her maybe the outline of her ring. Her diamond ring. You could do that. I don't know. There's lots of possibilities.
Yes, there's so many possibilities. All right, so I'm going to be getting to work on that because I need to add her into the Swiftiverse. I'm like, wait, we're missing.
Where will she go? Here.
We're missing a planet. Well, I rearranged them a lot because I just kind of like
she'll be over there.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going to put her. I might put her up here in this corner because she'll never be interfering with anything. I mean, it's space, so it's like, it doesn't really matter where she is.
But they are in order, so
some of them aren't. I mix them up quite. Sometimes I mix them up because like this space is good. Can you even see the mouse that I'm like doing? Probably not. So yeah, it goes in like it goes from the top. It goes left to right.
Debut, fearless,
right to left.
89, reputation, lover. Folklore.
You could be the sun in the Swiftiverse.
Oh.
You're speaking my language. You're speaking my language of things that make sense to me. Yes. It could be the sun with a bird flying around it. The orange bird. Something has to be going on. It has to be sparkly. Like I don't. Yeah. These are so many ideas, and I can't wait. But it's gonna go up. I don't know where it's gonna go. I'll probably rearrange them all. But anyway, I can't wait. I'm gonna make it tonight. Probably. I'm gonna start. You will see it next week. In our next
Swift AF Sunday.
AF Sunday. Is there anything anyone else wants to talk about? Any questions, concerns, hopes, wishes, dreams, things that we didn't cover this week? Our Fate of Ophelia song breakdown will be out tomorrow on YouTube, and I'm so excited. We are getting into Swiftmas season in Sparkx Fly, so be on the lookout for the crazy things that I'm going to be doing on there with presents, giveaways, and fun.
That's exciting.
It's super exciting. You guys, it's super exciting. And let me know. Email me. I put my email in the comments about if you want me to interview you for our Swiftie origin story series that I'm rebooting on this channel and in Sparkx. So let me know. What do you think?
That's a good question.
Ooh, okay. This album, this time, I think that Sabrina, I think Lady Gaga and Sabrina. I think it's gonna be really close between the two of them. And I think Lady Gaga should win it because her vocal performance is absolutely like stunning. It's awesome. But I also really love Man's Best Friend. We all know how much I love Man's Best Friend.
Is GNX?
GNX is already done.
Oh, it's already done. See, I would have to say I don't know what's eligible. I
Because
can't keep track of what was
if
released
GNX
when.
was still in the mix, you know, I'd be picking GNX.
Right. That's what
It's like my jam. And everyone, I highly recommend, even though there's offensive wording, Man in the Garden is one of the best songs ever made. The best mantras and like affirmation songs you will ever hear by Kendrick Lamar, and it's so good. So yeah, this hold on for 2027. Oh, I think she's winning for 2027. Right?
What?
No, it would be 2026.
2026.
No, it would actually be 2027. It would be for 2020.
Before the count, it would be for the year 2026, but the award show would be in 2027, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Not confusing at all.
Not confusing at all. She'll win. She's winning. I think this deserves album of the year on every level. Charts, sales, quality, song structure, vocal performance, production, like songwriting, all of it. Like, I think she is spectacular on this album.
What if she does come out with an Eras Tour mashup album and both albums are then nominated for album of the year?
Can live albums be album of the year? I don't know.
But I like the idea.
I love the idea. Oh my God, I love the idea. I love the idea. Maybe like it would be like the eras mashups could be the live category, because I feel like there's a rule about live. Like can't be, but I might be wrong.
She would literally sweep the Grammys then.
She would sweep. I hope she wins an Emmy or whatever for documentary, best documentary, whatever award you can win for the 6-part Eras documentary. She better be winning the award for that. I forgot to mention I heard the Fate of Ophelia eligible for Song of the Year. Really?
For 2020.
For this one? That will be in 2026.
What year are we in? 2025.
We are in 2025.
Give it in 2026.
Said it won't even be nominated.
Well,
I didn't tell him. He is crazy.
We're not going to go down that particular road.
Okay. Well, here's what I'll have to say on this is that, like, it will be nominated, period. It will be nominated.
Yeah.
It will win. It's broken every record. It's amazing. It's still breaking records. It's incredible. Her vocal production, everything. Okay. So, like, opinions don't take away from the artistic merit of a project. Here's what the Grammys are going to say. Is this different from the Tortured Poets department? Absolutely. Is this a different form of singing than Taylor has ever done? Absolutely. Is the production unique and specific to this one body of work? Absolutely. How did it sell? Oh, the most ever? Done. What did it do in the charts? Oh, it occupied everything. Cool. Was it just in America? Nope. Oh, it was all over the globe. Yes. Here are the things that do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? It's not even close. The thing is, it's not even close when you look at numbers. And people say, well, Grammys aren't supposed to be nominated on numbers. But guess what? You can't ignore some things. How is this performing? Who's bought it? It's broken every record. When you break every record, do you know what you get? An award. That's what happens when you break records. You win an award.
Not to mention, by the time the nominations come out, the tide will have turned.
Absolutely. And everyone will be like, I've been really sleeping on Life of a Showgirl. You know what I mean? Like, yes. And we welcome you into the Showgirl arena. Like, I'm waiting. I have sent out the invitation is forever open, by the way, everyone. Invitation to like this album when you're ready, forever open. Forever open. You will be received with nothing but love. If you forever don't like it, I will just think in my Swiftie heart, I'm sorry that you don't like it, because you're missing so much fun. You're missing.
And we'll just say, in general, as we've said before, there are people who are more concerned with clicks and clout and are getting on bandwagons and potentially, allegedly, I don't know, maybe not saying what they really feel, or maybe they are, but it doesn't mean they know. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion.
Like,
They don't know any more than anybody else. They're
correct.
not.
And like, I don't understand like the actual like everyone's allowed to have an opinion. I don't
Mhm.
care if you don't like this album because it doesn't
Yeah.
affect me because I love it. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just it's that simple. Like it doesn't affect my anything. If the whole world hated this album and it was the same album as it is right now, I would still love the album. I would be the lone ranger
Yeah.
on the mountaintop. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't help what I like, and I love this. And so therefore I will always like it no matter what's going on. Even if Taylor herself came out and said, like, guess what, guys, I don't like that album. I would
Mhm.
still love it. I'd be like,
Mhm.
well, that sucks because I love it. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? So I don't,
Well,
I
just like we
don't,
got that person who showed up
oh, I
last
know.
Sunday or the Sunday before, who was like tried to tell us that we didn't really like the album, and we were like, well, yeah, we do. Like, don't
We
tell
do.
us how we feel, you know. But
Right.
it's like
By all means,
there's
go
a
ahead and not like it. It's
divide.
cool. Like
Yeah.
you're welcome here. If you don't like the album, you're still I
Mhm.
still welcome you. You still
Yeah.
welcome people. Like again, we are not about gatekeeping and
Mm-mm.
exclusion. We're about inclusion. So opinions are welcome. But
Opinions.
like,
Um,
you know what I
but
mean? You don't
I
have to
think
like
we sometimes people get swept up in the noise.
yeah.
The noise uh, is not authentic, as we have so many bots. We have there's campaigns, there's people like there's so
Yeah.
many other things. There's bad actors, there's things,
Yeah.
and we look at the numbers, and the numbers can't be manipulated the same way that like social media comments and commentary and things like that can be manipulated. We see
Yeah.
all the
And I
time that
mean,
people are selling things they don't use. They are recommending things they don't understand or don't believe in or don't.
yeah, and I mean,
So,
to us, Showgirl is a shining diamond, and I love
mhm,
her fully.
mhm,
And that's just how my heart goes. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
not everything is going to be tortured poets, but again, let's think about it. Why would we want it to be? You know what I
right.
mean?
We have
You
tortured.
know, we love tortured poets. I love all of her albums. You know what I mean? The thing is with her, it's like it's really hard to pick. There's no album that's not good. That's the
Right.
thing. You can rank them in your favorites to least favorites, but there's like not an out there's zero album of hers that's technically not good. That's not it
Mhm.
doesn't really in my opinion. In
Right.
my opinion, that is how it is. Like and why would we want them all to be the same? You know what I'm
Mhm. And
saying?
it's always okay to disagree. Like Holly and I have disagreed on
Oh
this
yeah,
live stream, and that's okay.
absolutely.
Would you want to watch us if we agreed on it? Like that would be boring.
Right.
And like
Right.
you life would be boring if everybody agreed with everybody. And if we
Again, yeah. Yeah.
we're allowed to have different opinions.
We have different opinions. And like if you set out expectations for every single thing that you think art is going to be, and when that artist create something out of their own life work and their own soul and their own emotional like library of things that they want to express, and that is not what you wanted to see, I mean, it's go look at a different piece of art.
Yeah.
Don't say that this one is not correct because it's not how I feel. There's a piece of art for you, baby, somewhere in this world. Guarantee it.
And there's like so like
You know? And like, I mean, I said this in our live stream, and I don't want to get too like whatever. I mean, I said this in our thing yesterday, but
mhm,
like, again, it's like if you go to a museum and you love Vincent Van Gogh, okay, which I do, okay,
big fan. Favorite
my
artist.
favorite painting by him is Starry Night, and I walk into a museum and they have sunflowers there. Do I curse Vincent Van Gogh and go, how dare you paint sunflowers when I want to look at Starry Night?
Mhm.
No, you don't. Like the catalog's vast. It's different emotions. It's people's lives. They're not the same thing. How boring would it be if we walked into a museum and it was only hung with Mona Lisas or Starry Nights or whatever? Like, again, we're going to beg the public to go look at art, go to a museum, Go somewhere in your town, your city, your state that has art on display and be moved by it. It's important. And we are getting very far removed from the act of being having our emotions met with art, and because that process connects us to people, because we're all human. And like I really think that we need to get into going back to that. Okay, hold on. So another streamer was watching Miss Americana recently, and she was baffled when she heard Reputation wasn't even nominated for anything. Yeah, I mean, it is baffling. Okay, fresh out, like, you guys, I'm just gonna tell you, I always want every album nominated for Album of the Year of Taylor. Like, there hasn't been one that I'm not like, this deserves Album of the Year. You know what I mean? Like, again, hardcore Swiftie. I love and respect her as an artist, and I love the vast catalog. I admire the whole thing fully. You know, am I always in a red mood? No. Am I always in a debut? No. Am I always that? But like, I will say this for the rest of my life: Taylor meets you where you are, and if you haven't been exposed to her, you haven't needed her yet. And there's a body of work for you, a song for you, all of the things. And I fully love all of it. This album is fun. I found myself humming to Opalite. Oh, absolutely. Opalite is literally, if my soul could create a song, it would be Opalite. It is truly, I feel like the song is somehow magical. Like, I feel like it has powers in it. And maybe it's because I have all this Opalite now in my house and I like walk around holding it all the time. But like, I truly feel like there's something cosmic about the song that I cannot stop obsessing on. I love the way it feels. I love the melody. I love the sounds. I love the production. I love the harmonies. I love oh my God. I love everything about it. Everybody. And like, this is Opalite. Let's just, I mean, right?
And like, anytime anything goes bad, like you break your toe or whatever, you could just say, this is just a storm inside a teacup.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I'm
inside a teacup.
I'm dancing through the lightning strikes, baby. It's so empowering and I love it. And it's fully great. But back to,
I hope you watched our Speak Now episode where we broke down Back to December.
Yeah. Speak Now is my most treasured album because it's just, it holds a place in my heart that truly nothing can match. It's like why I named the app Sparkx Fly, is because of my love. I mean, Speak Now is like in my DNA. In my DNA. And I love it. Back to December is a masterpiece. So yes. Oh, did I skip somebody?
Okay.
Ooh.
In your top 3. I have not figured out where Showgirl fits in my rankings. I will say, Reputation, I think, is always going to be my number 1. I think Evermore is probably my number 2 right now. Tortured Poets is probably number 3. Showgirl might be number 4. I don't know. Folklore. I don't know. It's hard.
Casual watcher. Realized I loved you in the fall is like the greatest. It's like, it's one of my favorite lyrics, favorite vocal performances. I'm obsessed with it. So yes, I understand. Like, Back to December is like quite literally my year-round song. I love it so much. I love it. I don't know where Showgirl fits in yet. It's hard. I know.
No, I need the tours to come out on Disney or some platform or something so we can just watch them all the time.
You know what else was spectacular was her Dear John performance. The sass, unparalleled. Also, Haunted was truly life-changing. Oh my God. Now I'm reminiscing deeply right now. So where do I rank her? I don't know. I don't know where she's ranked at. She's gotten so many albums now that I mix them into like groups where it's just like number 1 group, number 2 group, number 3 group. And showgirl is currently in my number 1 group, and we'll see how long it stays there. If it's permanent, I mean, I don't know. Like right
and
now,
for me, like mentally, like for me, Vaults is like an album, like the Vaults, and that's like way up there too. So it's hard, but
yes, the fireworks were like,
I gotta go. Like,
oh yes,
I thought we'd be done by now, so
yes.
we
have to. I agree with the Dear John fireworks section. It gives me goosebumps every time. It's astounding. But we have to go, and so we will be back next Sunday for our Swift AF Sundays. Yes. Tomorrow, let's check out our first breakdown of a song for Showgirl. We do Fate of Ophelia. And we love you all, and I hope to see you on Sparkx Fly. And until
thank
then,
you for joining us as always. Peace, love, and Swifties forever.
Bye, showgirls and boys. Woohoo! Spread some
happy
joy.
Halloween.
Woohoo!
Be safe. Have a great week. Like, subscribe.